Well, that came out like a rocket. It's gone into drop zone 4. Whoa.
Oh, well.
Interesting drop, that one, indeed. Nothing for that counter, Christy. So with 1 left to play, you've got 200 sitting in the bank. Moving on. Point guard is a key offensive... Chantal?
Basketball.
That's correct. Playing position in which ball sport? What would you like to do?
I will play drop zone 3.
Back to where Christy's been doing
Yeah,
the
I think
building.
she's left me some there, so let's hope so.
Happy to share.
Bit of stockpiling going on there on that lower shelf.
I
Just
think
2
so.
for you, but that's better than none. 2 goes
Absolutely.
into the machine, and we take $200 from there and put that into your bank, Chantal.
Thank you.
Up to you, Jim, to get yourself going here.
Yes.
The girls are not too far in front, just 2 counters. Here's our next question. What word means both an educational institution and a group of fish swimming... Chantal?
School.
Yes, it is. School. I'm laughing because Jim's talking under his breath going, oh, God.
Yeah, they're too quick for me.
They're quick, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's OK. You've got time, Jim. And you've got the correct answer and a counter to play, Chantal.
Yeah, I think I will go drop zone 3 again.
OK, light her up.
I'll decide this time.
Lined up perfectly with all the silver row there.
So, drop down. Oh, yes.
You're going to get a wide spread.
Yes.
Oh!
Slowly does it.
300 with 1 counter left to play. You've got
Thank you.
$500 and 3 counters in front of Christy. So, Jim, you've got 2 counters left to play. Christy and Chantal, 1 each. Next question is, released in 1980, what classic arcade game features 4 ghosts named Inky, Blinky... Chantal?
Pac-Man.
Yeah, Pinky and Clyde.
Clyde.
The 4 of them. All right, this is your last chance to make some money in Bank Builder, Chantal, if you play this counter.
Yes, I will, and I think I'll stick with drop zone 3 and try and finish what I started.
Light it up. Oh,
I was hoping for the other side. Don't ride, though.
Thought that looked all right to me.
As long as it doesn't ride.
It's down.
Nice and flat.
Light it up beautifully with the black row of counters.
A few there on the edge. Get over.
Yeah.
Drop, drop, drop.
It's looking good.
Drop, 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 drop. That's better.
Increasing every drop. 2, 3, and this time $4 and a 7 counter lead over Christy.
Thank you.
Good, solid start for you.
Thank you.
All right, Jim, 2 left to play. Christy, you've got 1. And here's the next question. In English, the verb gobble typically means the sound made by what bird? Christy?
Turkey.
It's turkey. He's at it again, Jim. All right, Christy, where are you going?
I'm going to mix it up and go for 4.
Light her up, please. This is your last chance to make some dollars here. First time we played this drop zone, so there's plenty of cash to come over that section. Down she goes. The slide down that right-hand wall. Get us something over the top. That does.
Nice.
Oh, no!
Bad luck.
All right, Chrissy, you're out of counters. You got 200 sitting in the bank. Need to sit back and watch Jim. No need to buzz in, Jim.
Yep.
You have 3 seconds to answer. You must give me an answer, otherwise we take that counter away. You've got 2 shots at it here. Here's your first one. The name of what fruit is also a term for the red marks left on a cricket bat after striking the ball? Cherry.
Oh.
Yes, of course it is.
Bad luck.
Jim, got to take that one away now.
Yep.
You got 1 left. Here's your last question of the round. Eldridge, Kelvin and Windsor are types of knots commonly used on what fashion accessory?
Hats.
Neckties.
Necktie.
Jim,
Yes.
that one's gone too.
That one's gone too.
The good news is at the end of your bank builder, you're only 2 counters behind Christy. Chantel's in the lead with 900, and when we come back, you're going to have to pick up the pace, Jim, in our quick fire round. That's coming up next on Tipping Points.
Wait for poolside swagger. We've helped more than 2 million Aussies shake the weight, and we can do the same for you. The Man Shake, now with 25% off at themanshake.com.au.
Drop everything! Rivers up to 80% off mega sale starts now. These shirts now $8.14, tops now $9.57, dress now $13.28, and sandals now $11.66. Rush in and save big today. Only at Rivers. Government rebates for solar systems were recently cut back. If you missed out, here's one more chance at last year's prices with a rebate recharge from Sunboost, Australia's largest solar retailer.
Solar rebates may have fallen, but Sunboost is holding prices back for a limited time. Call today and Sunboost will recharge your solar rebate to last year's maximum benefit on the top-selling 6.6 kilowatt premium system, held to an incredible $32.91. Rebate recharge ends Jan 31. Call 1300 Sunboost.
$330 for the night.
Not bad.
$250 for the night.
How?
It's easy when you know where to look.
Trivago compares hotel prices from more than 100 booking sites so you can save up to 30%. Hotel Trivago.
Extreme hair damage versus 3-minute miracle. Who's going to win? This is Pantene Miracles, and this is how it repairs 3 months of damage in 3 minutes. My hair wins, thanks to the Pro V formula with collagen from new Pantene Miracles.
The Subaru sale event is on, with the Forester Luxury from $43,990 recommended drive-away price, now including 3 years free servicing for a limited time. It's you and Subaru for a world discovered. See you out there.
The Nick Scali January sale is on now, with everything reduced across the entire range. Up to 50% off everything during the January sale. On now at Nick Scali.
Do you find the process of buying a home daunting? Buy with Alicia, the buyer's agent, who saves you time and money to get the best price at a fixed rate fee. Simplify your buying journey and buy the right property with Alicia.
McDonald Jones' huge homemade sale is on now. Hundreds of designs, all packed with unbeatable value. And starting from just $298,000. Now that's home made affordable. Start today and visit a display.
For student devices, see the experts at Harvey Norman. Great value on Motorola G75 with buds under $500. JBL True Wireless headphones only $128. Save $350 on this Garmin smartwatch, now under $400. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
This program brought to you by Harvey Norman. Huge store-wide clearance on now for a limited time only.
Christy and Chantel that are battling it out for a chance to play for the $20,000 jackpot today. We're going to keep the game moving. Let's play round 2. Quick fire. All right, in our quick fire round, you'll each have 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. For every correct answer, you get the counter to play into the machine. Every counter becomes so important because the player with the lowest score at the end of this round is out of the game. Chantel, you've got the lead here by 7 counters over Christy, 900's in your bank. Would you like to continue playing here?
I think I'll take a leaf out of Christy's book and play.
Good stuff. Then I'll put 30 seconds on the clock for you.
Okay.
And your time starts now. A decathlon competition consists of how many track and field events?
10.
Correct. Which musical's title character is known as the Demon Barber of Fleet Street?
Pass.
Sweeney Todd. The Temple of Vesta and the Temple of Saturn are situated at what archaeological site in Rome?
The Vatican.
The Forum. In 2015, Australia first competed in which international TV song contest?
Eurovision.
Correct. A common nautical expression meaning the bottom of the ocean is whose locker?
Pass.
Davy Jones. 2, Chantel.
Not as much as I'd hoped.
You can still do well with 2.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go drop zone 4, Todd.
Right up drop zone 4. First of 2 counters for Chantel.
Okay. Come on. Okay.
2 over the tipping point, 200 in the machine. You got one more chance to build here.
There's a lot hanging over the edge there, so I'm going to stick with 4.
Light it up again.
Oh, I'm not sure if it's going to get over now, Todd.
You'll get something down. It's what's on the bottom shelf is the issue.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Oh, just a single.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, tied up against that wall. Only got you that one over the tipping point. So, another 100 goes upstairs there in our machine. Let's take the 300. We'll move it into your bank. And at the end of your quick fire, you got 1,200.
Yeah.
So you've got to sit back and see whether Christy and Jim can track you down here. There's still 2 doubles there. There's opportunity galore for the both of you. First, though, Christy, play now or give Jim a shot?
Happy to play.
Happy to play.
Yep, just keep going.
All right, Christy, here's your 30 seconds on the clock and your time starts now. Beginning with B, what name is given to the high-fat product made by churning cream?
Butter.
Correct. Grey, leopard and southern elephant are all species of what marine mammal?
Seal.
Correct. In which decade was Canada's current national flag adopted?
Oh, pass.
60s. What does the N stand for in the American Sports League abbreviation NBA?
National.
Correct. Which comedian is the host of the TV game show called The 100?
Andy Lee.
Correct. In 2015, Sundar Pichai became CEO of which major technology company?
Oh.
That'd be Google.
Google, OK.
All right. 4 is very good. Gives you a chance to see if you can get close to Chantel. You're 10 counters behind, Christy.
I'm going to go 3 to start with.
All right.
Come on.
Once you come.
Here you go.
Perfect positioning. This is good.
Well done.
Ooh, 3 more, plus the double, so you get... We'll throw another 300, and now you've got $900 sitting in the machine.
Excellent.
2 more drops for you. Are you sticking there, or are you going to try to clean up somewhere else?
I'll go 2. I'll give 2 a go.
Drop zone 2, please. First time we've played here. A lot of groaning.
I know.
Don't know why when that's
very good.
Oh, they're coming over. 2 more, which is just enough to get you in front, Christy. 200 goes in the machine, 1,100, and here's your final drop.
I'll stick with 2. I may as well go try the other double.
Light it up again, please.
Oh.
It's going to get flat.
Come on.
Yeah, plenty of room there. Plenty of room. Now to get something off the top shelf again.
Come on, baby.
There she goes.
Hanging
You've
right
got
there.
one that is being pinned down at the back. It's leaning, wants to come over.
It does.
Bad luck.
That's all right.
Pretty well played, though, Christy. Got to say, $1,100. Let's take it from there, transfer it into your bank. And you've now secured your place into the next round by 1 counter with $1,300.
Thank you.
So, Jim, this is what you got to do. You're 12 counters behind Chantel. 13 counters would get you through. You need to get as many correct answers here as you can.
Yes, I do.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here we go. 30 seconds on the clock, Jim. Your time starts now. Which Melbourne stadium hosted the 2023 AFL Grand Final?
The MCG.
Correct. Bruce Springsteen and Tom Hanks both won Oscars for their contributions to which film?
Pass.
Philadelphia. Keratitis is a condition that affects which human sense organ?
The eyes.
Correct. In Australia, the M1 Pacific motorway directly links Newcastle to which capital city?
Sydney.
Correct. Song 2 was a hit for which British rock band fronted by Damon Albarn?
Pass.
Blur. All a blur. Jim, I reckon you got half a chance here. You got 3 counters, and you need to get 12 to tie Chantel.
I think it must be 2.
That's what they're saying.
By the majority.
All right, good luck. This is your first counter. Light up drop zone 2. Down well.
Might be all right.
That's near that one that's just leaning over the tipping point. Just needs a nudge.
Oh.
Yes.
All right, here goes.
Well done, Jim. Well done.
You got that one, Lena. You would have thought some more could have come with it. Just 100 that goes up into the machine.
2 again, I think, Todd.
11 you require now, Jim. Light her up. Does it get to push something over the top?
There's a few on the edge.
Yeah, just depends how many get flowing with it. That's 4 more over the tin point. 400 more goes in the bank. You've got 500. You still require 7.
Hello, Jane Goldsmith with an NBN News update. Coming up tonight, Hollywood Hills on fire. Major blazes burning out of control in Los Angeles. So far, 5 people killed, thousands of homes lost. At 6, we speak to Australians caught up in the emergency. We have an update on the condition of a hiker found alive after 13 days missing in Kosciuszko National Park. An arsonist on fire and on the run after this attempt to set fire to a burger shop. Rental growth across parts of the Hunter outstripping the state average, according to a new report. Newcastle and Lake Macquarie now sitting at $650 a week. And in sport, the big names missing from Australia's Test team to tour Sri Lanka. That's next.
Giddy up. The Wiggles are going country and they've got famous friends joining them. A current affair tonight.
Drop everything! Rivers up to 80% off mega sale starts now. These shirts now $8.14, tops now $9.57, dress now $13.28, and sandals now $11.66. Rush in and save big today. Only at Rivers.
Every day is an opportunity to do as much or as little as sold prices.
Sale ends soon.
Brett dropped 29 kilos and got back on the field. Jake lost weight on the go. Matt swapped overweight for poolside swagger. Get weight loss that works with 25% off at the Man Shake.
Honey? I've accidentally laminated the cat.
How bad is it?
Bad.
Another vet bill. Where will we get the money?
You need Wallet Wizard. Fast and easy cash loans up to $8,000. Cash possible within an hour of approval. Repayments could be less than you think. Just go to walletwizard.com.au.
You also need a new laminator.
It's time to book your next celebration with us. See you at the Braddy. Bradford.com.au.
For student devices, see the experts at Harvey Norman. Laptop prices start from just $348. Save $530 on the latest Acer Swift Go Copilot PC. Or save $350 on the versatile and powerful HP Envy X360. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
It's hard when you start to struggle at home. When you might need care at any hour. Not just when someone visits. For care that goes beyond your needs and supports the whole you and your independence, choose Glengara Care. It's not a room, it's an apartment home in a community. Glengara Care, your home with care.
Chantel, they're about to go head-to-head to see who'll go on to play for our $20,000 jackpot. Before we do that, though, Chantel, you love your tennis. Have you been to any of the others outside an Australian Open?
I have. I've been to Wimbledon also.
How good is that?
It's amazing.
Christy, where did this infatuation with Christmas come?
I have no idea. I just think it's a time when everybody's always happy.
Yeah.
And they have the funnest outfits.
Is it true that you've got an outfit from every day after Halloween?
Wow. Yes, from Halloween it's game on up until Christmas Eve when the whole family has to dress in matching.
And holiday?
They do an actual Christmas cruise where it's 24/7.
Well, you're in the lead, so you've got a bit of a chance to get to that jackpot counter. Are you ready to play head-to-head? All right, in this round, you'll each have 2 questions. No need to buzz in. Answer correctly, you get the counter to play in the machine. Get it wrong, your opponent steals that counter. If you are a little unsure, you can pass the question to your opponent. Win this round, and you'll be going through to the jackpot round. So you have that opportunity, Christy. Play first in this round, or to get Chantel to do it. What's your preference?
I'm going to play.
All right.
Yeah.
Put the pressure on. Here's your first question. By average body length, what is the largest species of kangaroo? Pass or play?
I think I might pass that one.
Chantel?
I'll just go red.
Christy, what would you have said if you hadn't have passed?
Probably the grey.
OK. Chantel, are you correct with red?
I don't think so.
Oh, nice.
Great.
All right, that's a steal for you. You're 1 counter behind. Can you get yourself in the lead?
They're telling me 4.
4?
Yep.
Light up 4.
Let's light it up. There's a lot on the edge there. Let's hope.
Nice.
Oh. Let's get them over.
Looks promising.
Oh, it's spreading out.
All right, you got yourself in front because that was 5 over the tipping point. That's $500 that goes up and in. And we add it to the 1,200, and with 1,700, the 4-counter lead.
Yeah.
And you've now got your first question as well. Chantel. A 1982 Atari video game, often called the worst game of all time, was based on which Spielberg film? Pass or play?
I've got an idea. I'm not sure if Christy's really into her video games or not, but I'm going to take a chance and pass.
Oh.
Christy.
God, I have no idea with this one. I'm just going to have to say Space Invaders. It's the only one I know.
Could be right. I'm not sure.
Did Steven Spielberg make a movie called Space Invaders?
Oh.
Doesn't sound like it, no.
Is it based on E.T.?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
What were you thinking?
E.T.?
Yeah, it was E.T.
Oh, damn it. And I was going to say that, but I thought, no, there's no E.T. game. But,
Yeah, it was the worst game in the world.
that's why I didn't know about it. I had Space Invaders.
All right, Chantel, you got your counter to play. Was $100 goes up, we take it straight out. Oh, hello, that's still in play.
Oh.
So it was a late drop of 3 more too for you, Chantel. So we'll put another 300, and you now got yourself an 8-counter lead. And we'll be back after the break to see if Christy can narrow that lead and find out who will go on to play for the $20,000 jackpot. It's all coming up next.
Hello, Jane Goldsmith with an NBN News update. Wildfires continue to rage in Southern California. 5 people dead and more than 1,000 structures destroyed. Authorities...
Worth over $100 million. Yep, $100 million. Tax-free. Draw closes midnight Friday. Play now at lotteryoffice.com.au.
Start your year of travel with TripADeal. Earn 20,000 bonus Qantas points when you book your next tour, cruise or exclusive hotel package. Hurry, offer ends January 31st. Search TripADeal now.
The Hyundai Keys to Summer event is here. Unlock offers across a wide range of new and demonstrator Hyundai models. Open the door to better beach days, bigger adventures, and breezier drives. Unlock your best summer yet with the Hyundai Keys to Summer event. Take a test drive at your participating Hyundai dealer today. T's and C's and exclusions at hyundai.com.au.
Zoe Jacobs, missing since 2003.
What makes you so sure she's still alive?
I think she left town after what she saw.
Zoe came to Xanadu the night she went missing.
People need to know what he did.
For 20 years, you've been hindering this investigation. I can't remember what's real and what I've imagined.
The brand new season of the Stan original series Black Snow, now streaming only on Stan.
The Nick Scali January sale is on now with everything reduced across the entire range. Up to 50% off everything during the January sale. On now at Nick Scali.
You can't be bored in Newcastle when you can go to Hunter Ice Skating Stadium.
Friday afternoon kids disco.
Friday night, skate night.
And skate for hours in weekend super sessions.
It's awesome.
Google Hunter Ice Skating Stadium, Warners Bay.
When you want elegance, simplicity, a work of beauty, then visit Outdoor Elegance. Quality, comfort, sophistication at online prices. Outdoor Elegance. Leading designs, stunning styles and colours. Simply beautiful. Find the perfect settings for your outdoor space at Outdoor Elegance. Online or Erina and Bennett's Green.
Travel around the Grand Slam tennis circuit, and Christy wants to go on a Christmas cruise around Europe. So, Christy, You are now 8 counters behind, so you need to get this question correct.
OK.
Here is your question. Businesswoman Therese Rain is the wife of which former Australian Prime Minister?
Kevin Rudd.
Oh, there we go.
I knew that one.
There's no pass or play. We're just going to go whack. It's Kevin Rudd. Is Kevin Rudd the answer? Yep. Good stuff, Christy. All right, here's your opportunity. Can you find 8 counters there?
Yeah. I'm going to go 1.
Light up job zone 1. Christy's taking a bit of a risk here. We haven't been to 1. And sometimes, Christy, when it sits in the middle of 2 like that, untouched, it may not get something over, but it does.
Not enough, but better than nothing.
Good stuff. 3 over. $300 is in the machine. We'll move it, add it to your bank, and you've got $1,600. Chantal, get this question correct, and you're going through the jackpot round.
OK, no pressure.
But you could still give Christy a chance. It's only a 5-counter difference.
Yep.
I don't mind if you get it wrong.
OK.
Here it is. In 2023, which Argentinian superstar joined the Major League Soccer team Inter Miami?
I know this.
Do you? So you're going to play?
I am going to play.
Think Christy knows it?
No idea.
So she says.
I could pass, but I'm pretty confident I know. Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi. To go through to the jackpot round is Lionel Messi, the Argentinian superstar that joined Inter Miami. He is. Well played, Chantal.
Thank you.
2,100.
Yep.
Let's keep building that money.
I think there's a lot sitting in drop zone 4, so I might just clear some of that out and add to my bank.
Why not? Light her up, drop zone 4.
Oh.
Nothing.
That's OK.
But you don't need to worry because you got the chance coming your way. And at the end of our head-to-head round, Christy, with 1,600, it's time to click those boots.
Time to go home.
Because we found your tipping point. Christy, you brought a lot of colour to the show today, which we appreciate.
I'm glad I could do something.
And let's hope you get on that trip to Europe for Christmas. I'm sure it'll be a beauty.
Thank you.
But it's been great having you on the show. But Chantal, it's not over for you because you're going to be playing for this, the jackpot counter. It's worth $20,000. Can Chantal master our machine and take home the big dollars? We're going to find out after the break.
Delivers more deliciousness with our new snacks menu. There's more must-eat treats like cookie dough stuffed cinnamon bread, chock full of piping hot cookie dough and loaded with deliciousness.
Honda's huge stock clearance is now on. Get great offers across the range, plus 5 free scheduled services on Honda ZR-V and CR-V. Head into your local Honda centre and drive away with more.
Book now and fly free with Viking. Enjoy all-inclusive pricing on board our award-winning longships.
Viking's Explorer sale is on now. For a limited time, enjoy free return flights when you book your next river voyage. See your Viking agent or visit Viking.com.
I'm John Keneally and I manage an organic egg farm in Mangrove Mountain. We mow large areas, so we need a mower that's reliable and comfortable. We use Ferris machines on our property. The Ferris mowers are great for our needs. The independent suspension gives us a smooth ride and an even cut. The comfort level is great. It makes the job easier, so we get it done fast. The same goes for me at home. I use the Ferris on my own property to keep the place up to scratch. I'd recommend a Ferris to anyone.
Hunter Valley Gardens Christmas Light Spectacular is back.
1 light, 2 light, 3 light.
With more than 4 million sparkling lights, rides and entertainment.
97.98. I think this is our stop.
It's festive fun
100
that all the family can count on.
3 million for... Oh, I
for God.
Hunter Valley Gardens Christmas Lights Spectacular.
I'll help you. One light, two.
For tickets, go to hvg.com.au.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Get up to 25% off our wide range of family-friendly carpet, up to 25% off hybrid and natural timber flooring, and up to a massive 50% off rugs. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Australia's best sport. Stream it free on 9 Now.
The machine, push it back out. There's the $20,000. There's still one double left on the bottom shelf. If you were able to push the jackpot counter with that, it doubles the value to $40,000. Where would you like to put the jackpot counter?
I think the double would drop too soon.
It would,
so,
yeah.
Let's go 4.
Got a mystery sitting in 4 as well, so you might take something from that. A lot of categories you're going to play today. Now, for each category you choose, you can play 1, 2 or 3 counters.
Yep.
The more counters, the harder the questions will be. Sure. Let's take a look at the categories. You've got planets, music, TV, historical leaders and books on film.
I think I'm just going to run through top to bottom.
OK. Planets 4. How many?
Let's just go with it and go 3.
OK, good luck, Chantel. Your first question is this. The tallest known mountain in the solar system, Olympus Mons, is on which planet? Mars, Saturn or Uranus?
So Saturn's known, I think, more for its moons. Uranus is gassy, I'm pretty sure. Mars, we've popped rovers on, so hopefully there's a bit of land mass there and hopefully there's a nice tall mountain. I think I'm going to lock in Mars. Is that really bad?
It was sensational.
The sensation will get me right.
Before I light up Mars, I just need to tell you that you're unawares that you just said Uranus is gassy.
No idea. A gassy planet, sorry.
So let's light up Mars. We know Uranus is gassy, but has Mars got mountains on it?
Yes. The logic worked. That's going to go down well.
You've just gone viral. All right, let's see if we can get the jackpot counter moving.
Okay.
Light up, drop zone 4.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, no.
It's close.
Still recovering. All right. It's going to get the mystery counter moving.
Close, yep.
Just sort of going to keep doing a bit of... I didn't think that was coming
That's
then.
what I was waiting for.
Great. 10 over the tipping point. 1,000 goes up there. 3,300, and we've got 2 more counters still to play in drop zone 4. Light her up, please.
Might get some more out of drop zone 3.
You might.
No. Nothing.
OK. We've got plenty of cash. Didn't do much with the jackpot counter, but we did have a lot of fun as we go back to categories. Moving on down, you've got music.
Yep.
For 3?
Go for 3.
Right. Which Australian band... Oh. Before we get to read it, you've had a little ambient drop. 2 more came over the tipping point, which is another $200, but also you've got the mystery. So the mystery... Chantel, you can cook restaurant-quality stone-baked pizza in 60 seconds with the Ivana portable pizza oven by The Mix, and it's valued at $1,200.
Excellent. Thank you. I'll have to have everyone over for pizza night.
All right, let's get back to finding some counters to play. The question that you're about to have is, which Australian band had a hit 2003 song that contained the famous line, "Hello, hello"? Was it Silverchair, Tame Impala or the Cat Empire?
It is the Cat Empire.
Light up Cat Empire and we'll find out if you are correct. Yeah.
We really need to get behind the jackpot now.
We do, OK. Hone in all of your psyche into that jackpot. Light up drop zone 4.
All right, let's do this. Come on. Oh, come on.
Oh, jeez, explosions in the machine. Gosh.
It's still listening to the question from before.
Yes.
Okay, come on, start moving. That's it.
Oh, that's
the way.
Nice. Always
we
expect
wanted.
the unexpected with this machine.
Absolutely.
4 came over the tipping point. 4 manoeuvred the jackpot a little bit. We're going to have to fill a gap there now,
I
but
think
that's
so.
better. Let's go back there. Light her up. It's going to laterally push it closer.
As long as it doesn't ride. Oh.
Okay.
No.
That wasn't what we were after.
Not at all.
And we got one more. Let's see if we can get it moving.
Come on.
Light up job zone 4. Final counter.
Don't ride. Come on. No riding. No riding.
No?
It's flat. Okay.
Okay. It may not get it over, but it's going to get it close.
Yeah.
Come on, come on. All right, we need to find some more counters. Good. Let's go back to categories. TV, moving on down.
Okay, let's just keep it going. TV for 3.
Which fictional town is the setting of the TV series Gilmore Girls? Hill Valley, Stars Hollow, or Sunnydale?
I know plenty of people that watch Gilmore Girls. I have not watched it.
Well, that's no good.
Not helpful at all. I think I'm just going to go for Hill Valley.
Light up Hill Valley.
That's right.
Let's find out if you're one step closer to winning that $20,000 jackpot after the break.
Tonight in NBN News, a fresh warning to vaccinate your dogs as cases of parvovirus increase. Rents on the rise across the Hunter, some higher than the state's average. Plus all the action from the Jets' thrilling draw at home. That's coming up next.
Giddy up. The Wiggles are going country and they've got famous friends joining them. A current affair tonight.
It's days like these. Rediscovering a new freedom. Living in a luxury home. In a luxury world-class resort. This is my time at Palm Lake Resort.
I'm a Weet-Bix kid. He's one.
Been 160 years.
And the rest. I've been one my whole life.
Me too.
I'm a Weet-Bix kid. Are you?
Rich lost his gut, but kept his love for sports. Brett lost 29 kilos and saved heaps on lunch. Mark shook the weight and got his mates on board. Jake lost weight on the go, while Matt swapped overweight for poolside swagger. We've helped more than 2 million Aussies shake the weight, and we can do the same for you. The Man Shake, now with 25% off at themanshake.com.au.
A sense of belonging. This is a sentiment we've heard most from the homeowners across our many Palm Lake resorts. Our resorts are designed around social connections and creating spontaneous moments that make life grand. Every resort offers many ways for people to come together and thrive. New homes now selling. This is your time at Palm Lake Resort.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Get up to 25% off our wide range of family-friendly carpet, up to 25% off hybrid and natural timber flooring, and up to a massive 50% off rugs. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
9 serves up. A night of Grand Slam entertainment.
This is going to be so good.
Big laughs.
Oh, no, not there.
Big action.
What a shot.
Novak Djokovic. We're going to need both of them to get this down and over the tipping point.
Yeah.
Historical leaders is your next category.
Yep. Let's just go for 3.
Got it. Issachar Zachary was a podiatrist.
Oh, my God.
Of all things. And a personal spy for which US president?
Oh, my God.
Ronald Reagan, John F. Kennedy, or Abraham Lincoln?
Okay, now, Abraham Lincoln's very early on, so I don't know if they would have had podiatrists. Let's go Reagan.
Light up. Ronald Reagan. Was Ronald Reagan's podiatrist a personal spy?
JFK?
No. Abraham Lincoln had a podiatrist.
Oh, wow.
I'll just move on for you, Chantal. We have a last category, and it's books on film.
Okay. Let's go for 3.
Okay. Timothy Chalamet plays Paul Atreides in the screen adaptation of which classic sci-fi book? The Time Machine, Frankenstein, Dune.
So he's an actor of our time, like now. So I think I'm going to light up Dune.
Okay, let's light up
We
Dune.
need this one.
Yep. Well done. Okay, we just need a little bit of luck.
Yeah.
One in the right spot, get it on down.
Yeah.
And we can keep playing. Drop zone 4, light her up.
Yeah, let's do it. Stay there. Come on.
Go left a little bit. Go left a little bit. Get on down.
Come on.
Come on. That was 3 over the teaming point, $300. Get you a nudge, and we're on that bottom shelf. Light up drop zone 4. Come on, Chantal.
It's where I didn't want it. Absolutely did not want it there.
Just nudge it. Give it a little lateral. Okay, if we can get it down with this last counter, there's some temptation we can play.
Okay.
Good luck. Load her up. One more time. Drop zone 4.
Come on.
Come on. Don't do that. Come on, just push enough to the left. A little bit of lateral push, please.
Come on.
Come on, you can do that. You can do that. Damn. Still made a little bit of money. Another 100 coming your way. And at the end of the jackpot round, still a pretty good day.
Not a bad day.
We've got an oven to go with it, a pizza oven. But we know it's just a knock and we're coming on down. So let's play Jackpot Temptation. So, Chantal, you can keep your prize money or you could risk the $4,300. So let me start with this. I'm going to offer you 3 counters and the jackpot's worth $40,000.
Go for it! Go for it! Go for it!
At the moment, there's a bit of family conflict going on.
Go for it.
Your brother says no and your mum says go for it.
She's meant to be the sensible one.
Yep.
Yeah. She came with nothing. Go for it, darling.
Before your mum persuades you, I want you to think about an extra offer of 4 counters for $20,000 plus a holiday where you can sleep next to the tigers. It's at Jamala Wildlife Lodge. It's in Canberra and it's valued at $7,370. Or
Go.
there's still conflict. One's going take the money, your mum's going 4. So maybe I could get Jared on the same page as your mum by offering just a basic 5 counters for its original value of $20,000. While you contemplate that, we'll go to the newsroom.
Coming up in NBN News, 4 major infernos raging in Southern California, authorities saying they don't have the resources to control them. A young hiker missing for 2 weeks in the Kosciuszko National Park has been reunited with family. US President-elect Donald Trump attempts to avoid the upcoming sentencing in his hush money case. And the Demon dismisses any lingering injury concerns, taking down one of his fiercest rivals ahead of the Australian Open. Details tonight at 6.
Chantal, before we went to the newsroom, I offered you 3 counters and the jackpot was worth $40,000. 4 counters, jackpot worth $20,000, and a holiday to Jamala Wildlife Lodge. And finally, I offered you 5 counters for the jackpot to be worth $20,000. Now, you're looking to go to the majors You need a little bit more than 4,300 if you're going to do that. You will lose the 4,300, but you could take a shot at something much bigger.
Let's do the 5 for 20.
All right. Well, you know what that means, don't you?
Yep.
I have to take away your winnings from today.
Yep.
4,300 is gone.
We're only here once.
You are only here once, so
Yep.
let's do this, though. We're going to put $20,000 up. Yep. Comes the towel. Got 5 chances here. Let's light up. Drop zone 4, and the best of luck getting this jackpot over the tipping point. First of 5.
Come on, sit down. Come on, come on.
Should get it over.
It'll get it down.
Should get it down. That's all we needed. I'll fall now. Ugh. Keep falling. It might get it down. Might.
Come on.
Come on.
Right. So,
It's not my day today.
we just don't know. We've got 2 more chances. Let's go there for the 4th time. Light up drop zone 4.
Nah. No. Should have kept my money.
Sorry, babe.
Your mum's already apologising.
Yeah, I know. See?
One more, come on, you never know. Light her up, drop zone 4.
Definitely should have kept my money.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, I don't think, Chantel. But you're not going home empty-handed,
No.
Chantel, because you got yourself a pizza oven worth $1,200.
Better than nothing.
And you also have one of the great lines in tipping point history. I hope you've had a great day.
I have.
I hope to see you on that tennis circuit sometime in the future. Thanks to Beryl and Jared, and thanks to you all at home for watching. Join us next time when the fate of 3 more players will hang in the balance on Tipping Points.
Tonight, Los Angeles besieged by flames, death and devastation. The city's unfolding wildfire disaster. The missing hiker's message for his rescuers after 2 weeks lost in Kosciuszko National Park. Treacherous conditions at Newcastle's Bogey Hole as authorities winch a stranded man to safety. A cold case cracked open. Police arrest a man for a 1997 murder. And Nick Kyrgios puts his injuries to the test as Alex de Minaur receives a tough Australian Open draw.
This is NBN News with Jane Goldsmith.
Good evening. The city of Los Angeles is surrounded by fire and the famous Hollywood Hills are ablaze. Residents fleeing for their lives as mega mansions go up in flames. The toll is frightening. At least 5 lives lost and 2,000 buildings destroyed as the powerful Santa Ana winds wreak havoc.
Apocalyptic, the only way to describe it.
Oh my God.
We have no water. We're doing the best we can.
Oh my God.
In the City of Angels, scenes from hell, an inferno raging through the suburbs of Palisades and Malibu. Homes crumbling as they're devoured by flames. More than 1,700 firefighters facing unfathomable conditions, almost helpless against the ferocity and size of the inferno.
The fire is growing.
we have no percentage of containment.
Residents on entire streets left to fend for themselves. That's home after home after home on fire more than 24 hours after this blaze first broke out. The strength of the wind shows you the danger of this fire. The water bombers have been allowed back into this area of Pacific Palisades, but it's places like this, streets like this, they need them, and they need them fast. The Pacific Palisades fire has now burnt through more than 6,000 hectares, an area so big it would encompass the Sydney CBD, Melbourne's too.
This is horrific and looks like a war scene from over, Ukraine or Russia. It's awful.
Flames stretching all the way to the sea. Homes along the famous Malibu beach wiped out. Fire jumping the Pacific Coast Highway and razing waterfront properties. Australian James Willis stayed until the last minute, trying to protect his home.
We're evacuating now. The fire's literally a mile away.
Escaping with his dog and one bag. Today, finding out everything else is gone.
It's gone. I've lost everything, so...
It meant a lot to you, didn't it?
Yeah, it's my home. It's everything I own is in there. So you showed me the photo of my house gone, literally, half an hour ago. That was our little slice of heaven on the beach, and that was our community.
Aussie actor Vernon Wells lived in Pacific Palisades. He knows how devastating fires can be.
When I was a kid in Australia, I went through this. I went through the Geelong fire. It's how we come out of it that matters.
Smoke and ash, all that's left of his home.
We're losing just so much of our lives, but then we have each other.
The suburb, popular with Hollywood celebrities, Billy Crystal, Paris Hilton, Jamie Lee Curtis and Ricky Lake, among those who had to leave their homes behind. The aftermath simply heartbreaking.
Oh my God. What? I've never... Look at this. Beyond comprehension.
House after house levelled in Pacific.
But he says the scenes in Hollywood seem more like they're from a movie.
This fire has just popped up out of nowhere. Pacific Palisades is about the size of Newcastle itself, and it's not there anymore.
It's an all too familiar sight for the 38-year-old who was home in Australia during the devastating Black Summer bushfires.
Malakuta, when everybody was pushed on the beach in Malakuta at the start of 2020, that's exactly what happened in Malibu today. All the houses that you see in all the famous movies and TV shows and those along Malibu, they're all gone.
And as the wildfires move closer to Zach's home in the Hollywood Hills, he says he's preparing for the worst.
We're packing everything up and we're getting ready to go because this thing is so close and it's moved so fast that we're not really taking any chances.
Olivia Dillon, NBN News.
There are 6 major fires burning out of control from Santa Monica on the coast to the San Fernando Valley. US correspondent Lauren Tomasi has been on the Sunset Fireground in the Hollywood Hills.
It's a very sizable fire that is spreading rapidly.
The famous hills above Tinseltown ablaze and multiple houses on fire.
Oh, and look at that, this home now collapsing.
The view from West Hollywood and the 9 News office, the threat bearing down on the streets below, including Hollywood Boulevard.
What's it like up there?
It's terrible. The fire came that you could see it moving down the hill.
Usually it's a magnet for tourists wanting to see the Hollywood sign and the houses. Tonight, it was exit stage left.
Residents here in the Hollywood Hills have been told to get out, but with police blocking the roads and thousands of people trying to make their way down this hill, it is just so clogged on the roads. And this evacuation zone extends right down, as you can see there, to the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
20 minutes drive away, the community of Altadena had already been in the path of this urban wildfire.
I've always heard of wildfires happening here, but they've never been this close
that I've seen to the city. It's insane.
LA is on fire.
It is actually on fire. It's no joke.
It's not bush burning, but houses and businesses, and lives have been lost. Officially, the death toll stands at 5, but this fire emergency, one of the worst ever, is refusing to back down.
Southern California is continuing to endure some of the most historic fire conditions on record.
Well, this is not over, long from over.
These houses are creating a domino effect. The fires are moving so fast it is impossible for crews to keep up with. They've been trying to protect this property here. It's about to go up in flames.
It erupted in the night, neighbourhoods under ember attack. It was time to get out.
You can barely see 5 feet in front of you. It's like Armageddon.
A few kilometres south in Pasadena, it was a scramble to survive, but none more so for the less abled, fleeing the flames and hurricane-force winds in wheelchairs.
I'm surprised all of us got out of there, to tell the truth.
Different streets, same story. And there was panic in the air. The middle of winter, and counties and communities were anything but prepared for a summer threat. And the Mayor of Los Angeles was underprepared as the questions flew.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor?
Watching on, a president in waiting who was quick to point the finger.
What's happened is a tragedy, and the governor has not done a good job. With that being said, I got along well with him when he was governor. We worked together very well, and we would work together. I guess it looks like we're going to be the one having to rebuild it.
Tonight, an epic battle is underway, Hollywood under threat, and how it ends has the world on the edge of its seats.
Our US correspondent Lauren Tomasi has been on the ground day and night. Lauren, are firefighters making any headway there?
Jane, as we go to air tonight, this fire is still burning, completely out of control. It is so hard to put the devastation here into words. Home after home, like this one, have been left a smouldering wreck. There are thousands of firefighters who are working to contain this, but they are exhausted, they are running low on water, and they are absolutely stretched to their limits. Right now, there are at least 150,000 people who have been forced out of their homes under evacuation orders, and many thousands more who have been told they could be next. Tonight, so many people here in Los Angeles without a home to go back to. Jane.
Lauren Tomasi there in Los Angeles, thank you. In a perverse twist of nature, these catastrophic fires are occurring in a Californian winter when it should be the rainy season. Instead, LA has been hit by a lethal combination of drought and powerful desert winds.
They are known as the devil winds, and right now in Los Angeles they're creating hell on earth. Santa Ana winds are a regular feature of LA weather, particularly in colder months. This is far from regular.
We're in the midst of a destructive windstorm right now, a once-in-a-decade or two-decade type of wind event, with winds now gusting upwards of nearly 100 miles per hour.
That's 160 kilometres per hour straight from the hot, dry desert and across the mountains surrounding the city. Santa Ana winds develop when a ridge of high pressure sets up across a large area known as the Great Basin, while an upper low pressure system spins across the desert southwest. The difference in pressure between the two allows strong easterly or southeasterly winds to rush down the mountainside. As that air descends, it's compressed, meaning it warms up and dries out, and those wind speeds increase even more as the air squeezes through the canyons and passes Los Angeles is known for. After a long period of drought, which LA has experienced, it creates a catastrophic combination. Most of this area has had less than a centimetre of rain in the past 8 months, drying out an abundance of growth from the wet season that came before. Fighting an LA fire in 1995, former Commissioner of Fire and Rescue New South Wales, Greg Mullins, witnessed the power of these winds firsthand.
I was astounded because a Santa Ana wind was starting up, and rather than slowing down as the fire came downhill, it sped up because of these downslope winds, and that's something I've never experienced in Australia.
Creating an impossible task.
So the firefighters are on their first priority, saving life, not even trying to save properties because they know they can't.
A fire catastrophe that is virtually unstoppable.
The fires will only stop when the winds stop, they reach the ocean, or they run out of fuel.
Eddie Meyer, NBN News.
To other news now, and there's relief for the family of a young hiker alive and well tonight in a Cooma hospital. Loved ones say they never gave up hope he'd be found alive, even after nearly 2 weeks missing in the Kosciuszko National Park.
Healthy and in high spirits, a thumbs up from the helicopter winching Hadi Nazari out of harm's way.
And everyone was very happy. They were thankful to God.
The 23-year-old medical student from Melbourne saved by these hero hikers after spending nearly 2 weeks lost in rugged terrain in the Kosciuszko National Park.
We couldn't initially understand him, but as we both tried to get a bit closer and we could start to hear it sound like he was saying help.
We were all surprised and shocked at how fit and healthy he was after 13 days. We were sure that he's a fighter, he'll fight to the end.
Relief from the man's family by his side at Cooma Hospital, and also his sister in Melbourne waiting for him to return home.
The happiest moment of my life, literally. Couldn't ask God for anything better than that.
And this from Hadi himself today. I am very grateful for the rescuers and volunteers in searching for me. May God bless them all. The regular bushwalker was hiking with friends on Boxing Day when he strayed from the group to take photos and never returned to the campground. Hundreds deployed to assist in a multi-agency search, but it wasn't until yesterday afternoon he crossed paths with hikers more than 10 kilometres away from his mates.
He had a sandwich last night and a few Powerades, and he was excited to eat.
It is remarkable, and I just think that everyone will have jumped for joy, the whole nation, at this news.
It's hard to believe how lucky Hadi Nazari is, escaping the tough and treacherous conditions alive, the worst of his physical injuries, dehydration and blisters on his feet. Despite the ordeal, his humour and passion for the outdoors won't disappear.
When we found him, and he was keen to go for another hike. And I was like, no, man, no more hiking for you.
Claudia Radoljak, NBN News.
A dramatic rescue has played out below Newcastle's iconic bogey hole after a swimmer got into trouble this afternoon. Treacherous conditions tested crews for almost an hour, but tonight the man at the centre of the mission is safe.
On the water or in the air. Emergency services out in force to save a swimmer stranded in a tough spot.
Yeah, so it was a really case of the unknown. We didn't know if he was critically unwell or seriously unwell.
Novocastrians watching on as crews moved to save the 69-year-old man who was swimming when he washed up on a rock platform 150 metres from Newcastle's iconic bogey hole around 2:30 this afternoon. Suffering suspected fractures to his leg, elements testing rescue crews. It took 45 minutes to get to him.
So he was in a really precarious position, and it's quite a high tide, and the tide was coming in. And also he's in an isolated location, so we were setting up vertical rescue to ensure there was a plan B.
Firefighters were prepared but not needed. The man strapped in safely to his saviour, reassuring him with a pat on the back. The Toll Air Ambulance team winch him up to safety and flying off. Applause and cheers cutting over the hum of the helicopter.
He was very cold, he was very wet, but very thankful that we were there to provide some assistance.
Tonight, the man lives to tell the tale and is in a stable condition at John Hunter Hospital.
I think it's a timely reminder that when there is precarious conditions, to be very safe around the water. It's thankful, and we are all very thankful that he's safe and well right now, but it could have been a much worse outcome.
Sarah Giuliano, NBN News.
Meanwhile, Newcastle's Greek Orthodox community has been forced to cancel its annual Blessing of the Waters at the Bogey Hole. The event sees swimmers dive into the pool to retrieve a cross, and it's said to bring prosperity. But the church has released a statement saying the location has now been labelled unsafe due to the number of rocks in the pool. Crown Lands responding, saying it's arranging a safety assessment to determine if any debris should be removed. 3 people are on the run after a home invasion at Shortland just before 3 o'clock this morning. Police were told the trio entered a Sandgate Road home, demanded cash of the residents and then damaged 2 parked vehicles with a baton. Luckily, no one was injured and now detectives are investigating. Police are also appealing for information following a wild night near Curry that ended with a man glassed and requiring surgery last year. Officers say an argument escalated around 9:15 p.m. on July 12 last year at the Hunter Economic Zone. Bystanders took a 28-year-old man to Maitland Hospital and he was treated for facial injuries. A man has been charged on the Mid-North Coast. A 33-year-old reportedly returned a breath analysis of 0.325 and was charged with high-range PCA. Animal advocates in the Hunter are warning pet owners to take extra precautions after an outbreak of the often deadly parvovirus. Maitland's Pound has upped its quarantine measures, while the Rutherford RSPCA is urging people to get their pets vaccinated.
Wiping down surfaces and sanitising shoes, the Maitland Animal Management Facility isn't taking any chances when it comes to parvovirus.
It's very highly contagious.
The virus spreads from dog to dog through infected saliva and faeces.
Parvo actually does live in the ground for quite a long time.
Multiple cases recently detected in Cessnock and Rutherford, putting the Pound on high alert.
If your animal's not vaccinated, don't walk it where you don't know what's walked over that ground before you.
Last year, 11 areas were affected across the region, from Woodbury and Morpeth in the east to Paxton and Greta Main in the west. Dee's still shaken after a dog surrendered just before Christmas died from the virus.
If a dog gets parvo, you've only got a very short window to get them the help.
With young puppies like Danny and Reese here, Pound staff are extra vigilant as they're more likely to be unvaccinated. Puppies need 3 doses at 8, 12 and 16 weeks to make sure they're fully protected from parvovirus. The RSPCA says symptoms to watch for include lethargy, drooling, vomiting and diarrhoea. Dr Ainsley Lunt reminding owners their dogs need an annual booster, which costs far less than a vet bill for multiple days or weeks in hospital.
In the thousands of dollars.
The virus has a more than 90% fatality rate if left untreated.
Just get your dog to a vet and get it up to date with vaccines.
Risa Utama, NBN News.
A business case investigating the latest vision for high-speed rail between Newcastle and Sydney has been handed to the federal government. Yet to be released publicly, a high-speed rail authority spokesperson has told NBN News it includes confirmation the first stage of the project will unlock new homes, create new jobs and stimulate the economy. MP Sharon Claydon has welcomed the development and says any funding decisions will be made in step with an Infrastructure Australia assessment. Keeping a roof over your head is harder than ever for Hunter renters, with new data showing prices in some parts of the region are above the state average. Reporter Sarah Giuliano explains.
For many of us, the new year brings the hunt for a new place, and across regional New South Wales we're again paying more for rentals, with a jump of over 7.5% comparing the year to December 2024. According to REA Group, 4 areas were above this pace of growth in the Hunter, Lake Macquarie ahead of the curve for all dwellings both in the east and the west, the latter seeing our region's biggest jump of over 12%. Across the lake, you're now paying around $650 per week as the median price, similar to Newcastle, those 3 locations topping out our most expensive ones. While the lower Hunter, which takes in areas like Cessnock, Singleton and Dungog, also saw double-digit growth for the year, where rents are now $580 on average. Across the region, median house prices are all sitting close to $600 per week. Maitland hit the mark while Port Stephens is nudging avoiding it. Heading further afield, the Upper Hunter, including Muswellbrook, remains the cheapest option with $508 per week. Even so, it saw our steepest jump over the 3 months to December, a little over 8%. More broadly, our region's renters are paying an extra $40 to $70 per week to keep a roof over their head, which is thousands more per year.
It's really tough for renters, and it's particularly tough for single parents. And that sometimes means not being able to afford really basic items like nappies and food.
Overall, REA Group says price growth has slowed across the country, a trend expected to continue.
The polarising issue of shark nets at Newcastle beaches will be in the spotlight at an extraordinary council meeting scheduled next week. Other local governments across Sydney and Wollongong have recently voted in favour of removing the nets. Now Newcastle Council will consider its own coastline before providing advice to the state government. Locals are invited to attend the meeting online or in person at the Stewart Avenue Chambers from 6 p.m. next Tuesday. And looking at the weather for the Hunter, mostly cloudy today. Nice to see the sun peek through at times. Temperatures in the low 20s across the region with strong winds right across the Hunter. You're watching NBN News. Still ahead, the wreckage of a seaplane retrieved from the waters off Rottnest Island. Clues that could help investigators. And relief at the checkout on the horizon as the price of petrol drops.
Of course I want healthy teeth, but I felt my regular brush worked just fine.
And I thought electric toothbrushes were harsh on gums.
But then my dentist recommended the Oral-B IO3 electric toothbrush, and I haven't looked back.
It removes up to 100% more plaque than my regular toothbrush.
And I love how the smart pressure sensor tells me if I'm brushing too hard, which helps protect my gums.
I get a deep yet gentle clean. No compromise.
Switch to the Oral-B IO3 for a great price every day at Chemist Warehouse.
What could your next 15-day holiday look like with TripADeal? Experience Vietnam and Cambodia discovery from $2,699 per person, including flights. Save up to $1,800 on this small group tour. Cruise serene Halong Bay. Explore colourful Hoi An. Visit ancient Angkor Wat and more. Plus, book this January and earn 20,000 bonus Qantas points. Now that's more bang for your buck. Search TripADeal now.
Really shines.
All you need is Electro-Dry. Try Electro-Dry. Electro-Dry.
The Plush summer sale is on now with up to 50% off a huge range of leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 50% off at the Plush summer sale. On now. 44 showrooms Australia-wide.
Think Selfless, think Plush.
Unfortunately, something's gone wrong.
If a medical error has left you worse off, the world can feel like a lonely place. But Slater & Gordon's medical law experts could help you get the compensation you deserve.
Ah, it's finally summertime. For a limited time, build a new Mojo home and get $65,000 off. Plus the coolest free upgrades for your new home.
The Mojo Home Summer Sale, now on. T's and C's apply.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Hot deal on the versatile Asher 5-piece outdoor corner lounge dining setting, just $14.99. Relax this summer with an epic deal on the Blake 4-piece outdoor lounge, only $12.99. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
The seaplane that crashed off Rottnest Island, killing 3 people, has now been recovered from the ocean. As investigators begin to examine the wreckage, the Perth pilot is tonight being remembered for his love of adventure.
Slowly pulled from the depths of the ocean, a key piece of a heartbreaking investigation. In the shadow of Perth City, the ill-fated seaplane removed by a crane and placed on a barge. Then begins the 19-kilometre journey back to the mainland, another boat following along, officials closely guarding the mangled wreck. Now looking very different to how it arrived on Rottnest Island 2 days ago, as those holidaying at the popular destination struggle to come to terms with what they've witnessed.
Unfortunately, I think the howling southerly caught the right wing and lifted the plane, and the left wing touched the water, and the whole plane span around and just went sort of a nosedive into the water. Horrified. I think we all were. We were just sort of enjoying a nice day at the beach, It's just a terrible thing to see.
Transport Safety Bureau officers and detectives moving quickly this morning.
We do have good conditions, it's good visibility in the water, it's only a light wind, so it is, I guess, perfect opportunity for us to get this plane off the seabed and then to start really unravelling as to what it is we need to get from it in order to better inform where our investigation goes.
The plane salvaged as survivors continue to recover. A 65-year-old WA woman in a stable condition in hospital, her partner discharged. A 58-year-old Danish woman also stable this evening, her husband one of 3 killed in the crash on Tuesday. A GoFundMe page set up for James Wong's partner for his family this morning. It reads, "We lost a dear friend, brother, son and partner in a tragic accident. He was known for his love of adventure and exceptional knowledge on every topic and his passion for seaplanes. A self-proclaimed seaplane tragic."
We've lost local in the pilot, and obviously we've lost some people who were here on a holiday seeing this amazing part of the world.
This wreckage holds vital clues. Investigators will now be able to access the plane's satellite navigation as well as the engine monitoring system and passengers' mobile phones, all clues which will piece together what went so tragically wrong.
Any of those recording devices, and particularly some of the SD chips inside it, we'll want to get them out as quickly as we can before they dry out, and then we can start the process of recovering what's on them.
Cheaper production costs should result in cheaper prices at the checkout. Tonight, there are calls from Canberra for major retailers and supermarkets to pass on reduced electricity and fuel prices to consumers.
Australians under the pump, but cheaper fuel isn't flowing to cheaper trips to the checkout.
Supermarkets have no excuse not to be fairer with their customers, stop the price gouging and stop taking people for mugs.
Recent inflation data showed a 10% drop in the price of automotive fuel between November 2023 and November 2024. That flowed in part to a 2.4% drop in transport costs.
All of those things are helpful, and we want to see that flow through to the prices that people get at the supermarkets.
But meat, bread, fruit, vegetables, services and non-alcoholic beverages all rose in the same period.
So that's why we've cracked down very substantially on the supermarkets in a whole range of ways.
The only thing that will sustainably bring prices down is to get inflation sustainably under control, sustainably back to band.
Prices are impacted by suppliers who may be recouping costs of their own. In a statement, Woolworths said we'll continue to constructively engage with our suppliers on how these reductions in energy and fuel prices can flow through to lower prices. Coles said yesterday we dropped the price of hundreds more products for the summer.
Putting a good meal on the table that's going to serve not only the physical and nutritious needs of the family, but also the social.
More Australians are taking advantage of Black Friday sales, pushing retail trade in November 0.8% higher than October, a full 3% higher than November 2023.
That search for a bargain is either a sign of strife for consumers or a sign of life for businesses as they enter 2025.
Charles Croucher, NBN News.
Coming up next, a cold case cracked open. Marched through an airport today, the man wanted over an alleged murder 2 decades ago. And it's time to shake, rattle and roll into parks for the annual Elvis Festival.
It's days like these. Rediscovering a new freedom. A new time for friends and fun. Finding new creative expressions. Living in a luxury home we've always wanted. In a luxury world-class resort. But this...
Get the squad together at Macca's with a new Squad Down Under bundle for $4.
The Nick Scali January sale is on now with everything reduced across the entire range. Up to 50% off everything during the January sale. On now at Nick Scali.
If you're on regular medication for chronic conditions like high blood pressure, cholesterol or diabetes, get your prescriptions at Chemist Warehouse and save more money every year. Look out for our price list or head online to see how much you'll save. Chemist Warehouse, discounting prescriptions every day.
Hurt can happen here, here, and here. If you've been injured in a public place, take the Slater & Gordon free claim check, and we'll take it from here.
It's the perfect time to talk to Patio World and save with free labour costs. Patios, opening roofs, outdoor rooms and more, all with free labour costs. So talk to Patio World today and save. Patio World.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Save on UE Epic Boom portable speaker now under $400. 5-year warranty on this Euromade oven now under $500. Save over $400 on the Shark Stratos pet stick vacuum. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
A 72-year-old man allegedly hiding under a fake name in Sydney has been extradited to Queensland over a near 3-decade-long cold case. Keith Lees is being charged with murder, the breakthrough coming from a person who listened to a podcast.
He's covering his face, but Keith Lee's alleged life in hiding is over.
Has anyone been helping you?
Today, extradited to Queensland on a warrant for murder, allegedly committed 27 years ago.
Mr. Lees, did you kill Megan Rose?
His 25-year-old partner, Megan Rose, found dead at the bottom of a cliff near Mooloolaba on the Sunshine Coast in 1997.
We are very pleased, especially for Megan's mum.
Detectives have been looking for him since 2023, when he vanished from his home in Victoria after questioning.
Police believe this man has been living in the Northern Territory and most recently in Dural.
Also in Hornsby in recent months, to neighbour Mel, he was the nice, well-mannered man downstairs.
He just introduced himself as David. He came from Perth. He had a brother and that he worked for the church. That was it.
All allegedly part of his new identity. He'd grown a beard, changed his age and claimed to be David Japaljari with a New South Wales licence, pension card and various accounts in that name. Arrested in Dural last week on new information.
It originated from a person listening to a podcast.
A listener of the Australian true crime podcast Tipping Off Police. Lees was also facing allegations here in New South Wales of assaulting a police officer and identity fraud, but today those charges were dropped, so the path was clear for him to fly to Queensland. He'll spend tonight in the Brisbane Watch House and tomorrow in court front allegations he's avoided for nearly 3 decades. Annalise Bolt, NBN News.
It was a sea of bejewelled jumpsuits and wigs at Central Station this morning. Fans doing their best impersonations of the King as they jumped on the Elvis Express, headed for the annual Elvis Festival at Parks. The 5-day Elvis extravaganza draws about 25,000 people to the town every year. And Soph's got her blue suede shoes on for us tonight. She joins us with sport. A tough day for Australia's best hope at the tennis, Soph.
Yeah, Jane, Alex de Minaur is on track for a clash with the world at #1. We'll tell you when next. Also, how Nick Kyrgios pulled up after putting his battered body through a fitness test. And big names missing and an axed opener recalled. A new look Aussie test team is announced. Plus, Jai Opatai issues a warning to his next opponent after his brutal knockout of David Nika.
This is BritBox. Yes, even more streaming telly.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
But it's British.
Sorry?
Brand new shows, classic favourites, and coming soon, exclusive new seasons of Silent Witness, Call the Midwife, and Death in Paradise. Direct from the BBC, only on BritBox. I'm sorry? No contract, no ads, no bother.
I don't need to apologise to you, do I?
I'm sorry, and you are? BritBox. Watch with a free trial now.
Relieve everyday aches and pains fast with Panadol Rapid 48 caplets, just $9.99 at Chemist Warehouse. It provides effective pain relief 10 minutes faster than regular Panadol tablets. Live, look, feel well at Chemist Warehouse.
The Nick Scully January sale is on now with everything reduced across the entire range. Up to 50% off everything during the January sale. On now at Nick Scully.
After 50 successful years in business, both Parks Bricks and Pavers and Potts Removals are
wait for poolside swagger. We've helped more than 2 million Aussies shake the weight, and we can do the same for you. The Man Shake, now with 25% off at themanshake.com.au.
The 10 Tenors are back and ready to celebrate 30 years of rock, pop and classical hits. Come along for an unforgettable evening. Civic Theatre, June 8th. Tickets at civictheatrenewcastle.com.au.
At HV Aluminium, order a Fleximum patio cover screen enclosure or pool enclosure before the 23rd and pay no labour costs. Plus, there's no labour cost on the Paradise Room or the Eclipse opening roof. But only until the 23rd of this month at HV Aluminium.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Amazing value in the Australian-made Sleepmaker Walton Deluxe Queen mattress, only $9.99. Plus hot deal on the Venus Queen bed with USB charging and LED lighting, only $9.99. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Nick Kyrgios has put his body through a gruelling practice session at Melbourne Park as he tries to prove he's fit for the Australian Open. Kyrgios received a reasonable round one draw today, while Alex de Minaur is on a collision course for the world #1.
He's battling on the injury front, but Nick Kyrgios had reason to celebrate.
When the draw came out and you looked at it, he would have been going, oh, that's nice. Well, he couldn't have asked for a better draw.
Kyrgios moved freely on the practice court this morning, and if fit, will face Brit Jacob Fernley in the first round. Fellow Aussie Alex de Minaur wants to see him play.
It's never easy coming back to professional tennis. We're all hoping he gets better and he's able to compete here.
The 8th seed will tackle Dutchman Botic van der Zandschloop first up, but he's on a collision course to take on world #1 Yannick Sinner in the quarters.
Don't care who I'm playing 2 or 3 rounds in advance. It's all about the match in front of me.
The defending champs arrived at today's tournament draw, ready to face the music. Sinner will play Nicholas Jarry in the opening round, while Arina Sabalenka will kick off her title defence against 2017 US Open winner Sloane Stephens.
I'm really looking forward, and I really hope that I can keep doing what I'm doing here in Australia.
Teen sensation Emerson Jones has a horror draw. She'll face world #6 Elena Rybakina in the first round.
So that's a tough one, but at the same time, very interesting to see where you are. She's the #1 junior in the world, so in a way, no better way to test yourself.
While Kim Birrell booked her spot in the main draw. The Queenslander claimed a straight sets win in the final round of qualifying.
Captain Pat Cummins headlines a host of big names missing from Australia's new look test squad for the tour of Sri Lanka later this month. Discarded batter Nathan McSweeney has earned a recall, while selectors admit they may leave Sam Constas out of the first 11.
Nathan McSweeney back in the test picture after a tough initiation.
I didn't quite get the success that I would have liked, but definitely plenty of learnings. It didn't feel like I was, out of my depth at all.
We still view him as a great test prospect, but at the time of the series, we felt like we needed to throw something a little different at India.
Whether McSweeney actually plays in Sri Lanka and where he'd bat is yet to be decided. Selectors haven't settled on the order, but are considering moving Travis Head up to open, which could force Sam Constas out.
Clearly with that squad, we've got a number of options. He's a quick learner, absorbs a lot of information. Expecting him to get a lot out of it.
Pat Cummins will miss the tour. His wife is preparing to give birth and he's also carrying an ankle injury. That leaves Steve Smith to fill in as captain. Josh Hazelwood needs more time to recover from his calf injury, but spinners Todd Murphy and Matt Kuhneman are both a chance of adding to their test match tally.
I'm really excited to be heading over to the subcontinent again. It's a great place to bowl spin, obviously, and any time you get an opportunity to tour with the Australian team, it's something that you cherish forever.
21-year-old WA all-rounder Cooper Connolly has earned his first national call-up. Mitch Marsh has been overlooked, but not forgotten.
I don't necessarily see it as the end of the road for him.
Luke Duffy, NBN News.
Wallabies veteran, the Hunters' Nick White, has praised 21-year-old rugby convert Joseph Swali'i for raising the standards in the national setup.
He's another guy that's just had like that impact on the group. He's got a great energy about him and very professional. So it's exciting to see where not only he can go, but he can take the group with him. Like, he's just one of those guys that's infectious. His ceiling is the sky.
Swali'i is one of 40 players in Sydney for a 3-day camp. Central Coast boxer Jai Opatai has successfully defended his world titles with a brutal knockout of Kiwi David Nika. The 29-year-old is now calling out his next opponent.
It's a knockout that was felt across the world.
Big shot. The first 6 rounds. Big shot.
David Nika out cold, the contest complete. Jai Opatai defending his World Cruiserweight titles.
That was a dogfight, and I respect that. You know, he wanted these belts. He kept coming forward, he kept punching, man. Thank you, David, bro. That was a good fight. We gave this crowd a good fight. Thank you to my Central Coast family, my Campbelltown family, to my beautiful fiancée holding it down.
The king of Australian boxing put his belts on the line at the Gold Coast Convention Centre.
Ramirez, I'm coming for the belts. We're coming for those rest of the belts, man. We're coming for them.
Amber Griffin, NBN News.
While Tyson Lantry-trained boxer Taylor Jensen had her first pro defeat, fighting on last night's undercard. Ireland's Shauna Jackson knocked down the super lightweight boxer in the 7th round, but the 34-year-old still went the distance. Jackson won in a split decision. Still to come, and Postecoglou rides the highs and lows of a League Cup semi-final.
For student devices, see the experts at Harvey Norman. Laptop prices start from just $348. Save $530 on the latest Acer SwiftGo Copilot PC. Or save $350 on the versatile and powerful HP Envy X360. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
In 2023, 340 lives were lost on our roads. What would be a more acceptable number?
Acceptable? 70 maybe?
Actually, this is what 70 people looks like.
It's my family.
So now what do you think would be a more acceptable number?
0.
Too many lives lost on New South Wales roads. Put safety first.
This is Jules, and this is... Jules didn't think she could love the Topster any more than she already does.
How can I love you any more, T1
Until she got everyday pet insurance from Woolworths. Protection for T-Boy and 10% off a Woolworths shop every month. So she saves hundreds a year on groceries. It's pet insurance
that loves you back.
Make your insurance more rewarding. Make every day count.
The Nick Scully January sale is on now with everything reduced across the entire range. Up to 50% off everything during the January sale. On now at Nick Scully.
Hey Tim, you ready for the game?
Yeah, Georgie, just stretching.
No, that's not stretching, that's acting. And I should know. And stop pretending you don't have leg pain and try Revitive. Revitive boosts circulation to help relieve leg aches and pains, swelling and cramps, without the drugs.
Oh,
I thought you were using Revitive.
I am. It's called acting.
Drop the act and drop the ache. Try Revitive Circulation Booster. Visit revitive.com.au.
Oh, wow. How good is this weather? Loving the rain. Loving it. Oh. Good day for my water tank. Good day to save water. Radio, catch up.
It's a good day for a 4-minute shower. Every day is a good day to save water.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. 10% off already low prices on selected big brand mattresses and adjustable bases from Sealy Posturepedic, King Coil by AH Beard, Sleepmaker and Tempur. Premium Dunlop-Pillow or Tempur pillows only $99. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
At HV Aluminium, order a Fleximum patio cover screen enclosure or pool enclosure before the 23rd and pay no labour costs. Plus, there's no labour cost on the Paradise Room or the Eclipse opening roof. But only until the 23rd of this month at HV Aluminium.
This report brought to you by Cox Mowers. Cox, proudly engineered Aussie tough for over 70 years.
It was a wild ride for Ange Postecoglou and Tottenham fans, but Spurs have taken a crucial lead after the first leg of their League Cup semi-final against Liverpool. It took until the 86th minute to find a goal, 18-year-old Lucas Bergvall scoring his first to secure a 1-0 victory. The result may have been a draw, but for Jets fans that braved the weather last night, a 3-3 result felt like a win. Despite trailing to Adelaide by 2 in the dying minutes, an unlikely hero stepped up. A dream moment for an 18-year-old.
The equaliser with just a minute and a half to go. The Newcastle Jets are finally level.
Claire Adams salvaging a point for her hometown club almost a decade since she joined Newcastle's academy.
I just saw Gooch with the ball and I was like, I'll just linger at the back post and see what happens. And then she put the ball through and I was like, I'll get on the end of this one, I guess.
The Jets were forced to fight back from 2 down. The task was tougher than usual thanks to the waterlogged pitch. Ryan Campbell pulled the trigger on Josie Allen and it paid off.
Suddenly, Newcastle are on the board too.
After some much-needed field maintenance,
A man in a delightful bucket hat brings out some sand for the middle to try and cover up those puddles.
Adelaide were back in front by 2.
Adelaide United, they are just making goals come out of absolutely nowhere.
Devon Jackson's goal seemed too late for a comeback as the clock ticked down, but Campbell's squad never gave up.
I feel like the game's never over till the final whistle goes, so no matter the scoreline, we keep going and chasing the game, no matter how many goals we're behind.
The draw leaves Newcastle 9th on the ladder. The Jets are now hoping for sunshine on Saturday night when they return to number 2 Sports Ground to host Melbourne Victory.
I think the hardest person that's going to work in Newcastle the next 2 days is the groundsman here, so he's going to have a pretty big job to get the pitch back in condition for Saturday.
Hunter rider Rowan Tungate has won the 3rd and final round of the Australian Speedway Championships at Albury-Wodonga, but the victory wasn't enough to defend his national title. Cowra's Brady Kurtz stealing the crown.
The first heat of the night was stacked with riders from the Hunter, Josh Pickering, Sam Masters and Mitch Clough, all kicking the dust up.
Coming across the line, it's all Sam Masters.
In his maiden campaign, Harry Ryan was next on track, scoring a point to start his night, before Rowan Tungate entered the ring to take on Brady Kurtz in a heavyweight showdown.
And a flying start it is for the series champion, Brady Kurtz, but here comes Rowan Tungate showing him around the outside.
Kurtz, the series leader, continuing his strong form, rounding out the opening heats. With news, the 4th and final round of the championship was cancelled due to the poor weather forecast in Queensland. Albury-Wodonga became the series decider. It meant all Tungate could do was win the round, with Kurtz's series points lead too big to chase down.
Rowan Tungate certainly showing why he is the outgoing Australian champion.
He reached the semi-finals, as did Masters, but it was Tungate who won the fight for the last place in the decider.
Rowan Tungate now. Oh, the handlebar heroes.
The star-studded final
we're away.
Was the defending champion's chance to end a mixed 2025 campaign on a high. He did just that, fending off Kurtz to take the checkered flag and finish the championship 5th overall.
And Toby Price's dream of winning this year's Dakar Rally on 4 wheels is all but over. A puncture followed by an axle failure 100 kilometres away from the finish of stage 4 saw the star from the Hunter stranded for 5 hours. Let's hope he has better mechanical hopes for the rest of the campaign.
Disappointing news for sure. Thank you, Soph. So when will the skies clear? We'll check Hunter weather next.
The life of Brian. Clients couldn't find him, but we did.
Do you actually have a law degree as well?
Yeah, it's just here in my fish and chip box.
A current affair next.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Save on UE Epic Boom portable speaker, now under $400. 5-year warranty on this Euromade oven, now under $500. Save over $400 on the Shark Stratos Pet Stick Vacuum. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Feeling dehydrated? Relieve the symptoms of dehydration fast with Hydrolite Watermelon Burst Effervescent Electrolyte 60 tablets from Chemist Warehouse. It's Australia's #1 oral rehydration solution and rehydrates you faster than water alone. Beat the heat with the great tasting flavour of Hydrolite Watermelon Burst Effervescent Electrolyte 60 tablets. Just $23.99 at Chemist Warehouse. And enjoy the full range of Hydrolite flavours. Live, look, feel well at Chemist Warehouse.
The Subaru sale event is on, with a symmetrical all-wheel drive Crosstrek range starting from $38,990 recommended drive-away price. Now including 3 years free servicing for a limited time. It's you and Subaru for a world discovered. See you out there.
Let's put a smile on your tiles, clean them up like new. To rid the grime, hello shine, you won't believe the view. For a clean you need, that's guaranteed, all you need's Electro Dry. Dry, Electro Dry, Electro Dry.
The Plush summer sale is on now with up to 50% off a huge range of leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 50% off at the Plush summer sale. On now. 44 showrooms Australia-wide.
Think Selfers, think Plush.
New year, new you. Let's go. Whether you're jumping back into fitness, setting new health goals, or trying new ways to lose weight, they all need good food for great results. Like Neezy's new Jumpstart Go. Good food made for your goals.
Domino's delivers more deliciousness with our new snacks menu. There's more must-eat treats like cookie dough stuffed cinnamon bread, chock full of piping hot cookie dough and loaded with deliciousness.
At Coles, keep the crowds full with classic barbecue food. There's sizzling favourites like Coles Aussie Lamb 4-quarter chops on special for $14 a kilo. Save $5 a kilo. Summer's here with great value hands down at Coles.
McDonald Jones' huge homemade sale is on now. Hundreds of designs, all packed with unbeatable value. And starting from just $298,000. Now that's home made affordable. Start today and visit a display.
Samoa, beautiful from the inside out, renowned for its natural beauty and stunning adventures. Meet the Samoa experts and secure incredible deals for your next special trip to Samoa. One day only at the Newcastle Holiday and Cruise Expo. Sunday, January 19 at NEX Newcastle.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Great value in the Coro fabric modular sofa. Versatile design, just $24.99. Epic deal on the Kyoto 5-piece round dining setting with extendable table, only $14.99. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
After some heavy showers overnight and this morning, the clouds cleared this afternoon to reveal sunshine and blue skies briefly. Certainly a welcome sight. The satellite shows cloud lingering in eastern New South Wales due to a persistent low generating rain, heavy at times. Big falls overnight with 64 millimetres recorded at Nobby's Head in the 24 hours to 9 this morning. Tomorrow, persistent areas of moisture and instability will trigger showers and storms in the tropics, eastern Queensland, eastern New South Wales and Victoria, while ridges of high pressure should keep much of South Australia and southern WA dry and settled while drawing in hot winds. Cloudy with showers which cleared this afternoon. Moderate southeasterly winds today which became light this evening. 23 degrees for Nobby's, 25 at Williamtown and hitting 27 in Scone today with scattered showers. Tomorrow's forecast cloudy with a high chance of showers, most likely in the afternoon and the early evening, and the possibility of a thunderstorm again tomorrow. Light winds becoming moderate east-southeasterly in the early afternoon. Heading for 26 degrees at Nelson Bay tomorrow, 19 to 25 for Newcastle, 27 for Maitland and 29 the top for Merriwa, 18 for the Barrington tops. Coastal waters information for tomorrow, season swell for tomorrow and Saturday, with the chance of a thunderstorm clearing from Sunday. You can see up to 10 millimetres for the next couple of days, looking a little finer on Sunday. For Scone, thunderstorms possible tomorrow and on Saturday. Warm temperatures ahead, hitting the mid-30s next week, up to 10 millimetres of rain possible on Saturday with thunderstorms. And finally for Gosford, 26 degrees and thunderstorms for Friday and Saturday, delivering 40 millimetres of rain tomorrow. And that is the NBN News for this Thursday. A current affair is coming up next and we'll have updates throughout the evening. Thanks for your company from all the news team here. Good night.
Hello, I'm Layla McKinnon. Welcome to A Current Affair. Los Angeles is famous for serving up cataclysmic scenes in movies, but now those who call it home are living it for real. At least 5 people are dead, 2,000 buildings destroyed, and 150,000 people evacuated. A lot of attention has been focused on the mansions of celebrities that have gone up in flames, but tonight an Aussie expat shares her harrowing story of survival and loss. Photographer Ali Mitten moved to LA from the Gold Coast. This was her beautiful house just 24 hours ago. A home she and her husband put blood, sweat and tears and all their life savings into renovating in the Pasadena area. It was also her place of business, doubling as a photography studio for shoots. And this is it now. Reduced to smouldering brick and stone fragments. Nothing but a chimney left standing. That beautiful sparkling blue pool turned to ashen rubble. Ali, a mum of 2 young kids, made that journey every homeowner dreads, returning to her property with husband Brian today. They're still in shock and they join me now. Ali and Brian, we are just so sorry. How are you holding up right now?
Well, it's been a day. We haven't really had a lot of sleep, but we're staying with some friends that have very kindly let us kind of move in with them for a couple of days. But yeah, it was a long night, and seeing our house this morning, or what was left of it, was really, really shocking. So we're just trying to
kind of still in shock, really.
Take one moment at a time.
So what have you been doing today? Like, what do you do after seeing that, after seeing your dream home destroyed?
Kind of walking around in circles, crying.
Yeah, you have a lot of friends reaching out and you're trying to figure out what you want to do next, and you just want to go home, but that's the one place you can't go. And that realization keeps coming back, and so you kind of tear up a lot when that happens.
All right, it just hits you over and over. You managed to escape with your most precious possessions, each other and Sonny and Dot there, but did you save anything else, or is it just all gone?
Actually, we didn't get a chance to grab anything except our passport, so yeah, absolutely everything. Yeah, I'm a photographer, so all my camera equipment and all our everything, all our books, our possessions, it's really quite overwhelming to think about.
It was strange to come back to the house. There's this little part of you that holds on to hope that something will be there, and it was actually just all ash, just rubble, nothing.
How did it all unfold? When did you realize the danger?
Well, there were really high wind warnings, like it was kind of really a rare situation to have wind that high in that area. So, they had shut the power off because with the high winds, there were risks of fire. I was not at home. I was with the kids, and Bri called me and he said, I can see some flames behind our house. And they just, within minutes, got bigger, and he just grabbed what he could and ran to the car. And then after that, it was just full evacuation mode. There were no helicopters because the wind was so strong, so it was just, a wall of fire.
Yeah, the entire community's devastated. It's many houses, and yeah, as I was leaving, you come down the street and you look, and there's just flames on the hillside. And then you're just hoping all night that maybe the flames won't hit your house. And I was actually listening to like a police scanner type thing, trying to hear our address, because the firemen were going all night, going to different houses, and eventually drifted off and woke up and checked the house, and it was
gone.
Yeah.
Was everything in the house, or do you have the means to start again?
Everything was in the house. We We kind of put everything we had into it. And Sonny, can you get down, bud? Yeah, I mean, we're hoping that insurance will come through, but it was a huge investment for us, and we went way above and beyond, and it was a big.
Took a big swing, as they say.
We took a really big risk, but we didn't really have any idea that this would happen. So the loss for us is enormous.
You've been out at Target shopping for clothes, Ali. It's just incredible to think that you need the basics.
I know. I went to Target. I had the trolley, and I was just kind of wandering around in circles because we need everything. Like, we have nothing. We don't have socks or underwear, or it was just weird to be somewhere and be like, it's not like you kind of don't know where to start, So I got like toothbrushes, and it was just a very strange and surreal experience to just be wandering. I was just wandering around Target crying, and people were looking at me like I was crazy. So
yeah. It's early days yet, and you've got beautiful Sonny and Dottie there, who will be a great comfort to you and a great distraction. But I guess they pick up on this stress and fear and fatigue, don't they?
As the days go on, they'll realise they're not going home, and it's going to hit them in a bigger way. But yeah, I mean,
it's the other side of LA is burning, and there's still fires that are erupting now.
Ali, you're from Australia. I guess you're no stranger to bushfires either, but seeing this inferno up close, you never would have experienced anything like that.
No, nothing like that. I mean, just how fast it happened was incredible, and how aggressive it moved. It was just, like nothing I've ever seen or would ever expect.
Donald Trump has weighed in and blamed the governor, said he refused to sign the water restoration declaration. That's, I guess, is that helpful? Do you have an opinion on it, or are you just going to let that wash by?
I think Donald Trump likes to blame everyone else but himself.
Already going into this year, you're kind of like, what is this next 4 years going to look like? And we came into this year with quite a bit of hope. And I'm not saying that hope isn't there. We're very resilient, but this is quite a blow. But in terms of what he's saying, he just says stuff. I don't know. That's nuts.
How is the wider community doing? I guess it does warm your heart a little bit when people rally around. People are in this together. Is there a sense of community?
I think right now it's still just devastation. The sense of community is starting to come through in our extended community and text messages from Australia and family. But as far as like the community we're in, people are just like in absolute shock.
It's really raw.
It's very raw. People are. I feel like it's only day one, so we'll slowly start to see people come together to help each other. But today, I think everyone's just grieving in a really big way.
The amount of people reaching out is really, it gives you some hope for humanity. Just, there are people binding together, but like Ali said, right now, when we visited our house, neighbors are just walking around a little bit dumbfounded still. So it's really hit the whole city very hard.
Well, we are just so glad that you're safe, and so sorry for what you've lost. And, I can see what you're going through. I want to let you go and just know that our thoughts and our hearts are with you.
Thanks so much for having us, and thanks for taking the time to hear about our day.
And if you'd like to help Ali and Brian, please head to our website. Now, when you're caught up in a dispute with your employer, it can often feel like a David and Goliath battle. So you turn to people like Brian Newman, vowing to fight for the little guy. He even has a no-win, no-fee guarantee. The problem is Brian's not a lawyer, and as some of his clients tell us, he's gone MIA with their money.
Give our money back, you maggot.
I'd say it's game over, Brian.
It's a daylight robbery, pretty much, because he shouldn't do this to the people.
G'day folks, my name is Brian Newman, Director of Workplace and Human Rights Advocacy.
He looks the part, he sounds the part, but Brian Newman's clients say it's all an act.
You will be going to court and facing prosecutors for engaging in legal practice when not entitled to do so. And I'm asking you, would you like to defend that claim?
Well, this is not a court.
Have you ever pretended to be a lawyer?
Why would I do that?
Do not be fooled by his smart words.
Yeah, it's quite sad. It's a facade, isn't it? He drives a lovely Mercedes too.
Take people's money, run away. And he keeps doing that.
Brian's job involves advocating on behalf of workers in employment disputes to help get them compensation if they've been unfairly treated. But we found Brian on a weekday at the pub.
You're a very bad reporter.
Oh.
You're saying that I've been...
Are you a bad advocate?
No, I'm a very good advocate.
I don't think your clients would say that.
Well, really?
Flash dinners, he's got money to holiday. Meanwhile, myself, plus all his other victims that I've come across, have got what? A debt.
Brian was a customer of mine at my cafe and we met through there. But most days he'd come up because his office was just down the road.
So what did you need Brian Newman for?
One of the matters was work cover, an issue with work cover that he addressed to a certain point, and then he went radio silent on me, which is common practice with Brian apparently. And the other one was a human rights complaint.
Ben was having a tough time at his workplace southwest of Brisbane when Brian convinced him he had a strong case.
I had no hesitation engaging him. He said all the right things, as he does.
Brian has a web of companies linked to his name.
Workers First. And then he had another one, was it 1-800 Advocates? And then he had a couple of other things. He used to have 3 or 4 mobile phones running hot at one time.
If you have an immediate need for a workplace or human rights matter, certainly give us a call here in the office.
Brian drives around in this billboard on wheels, promising no win, no fee. This Facebook page linked to his business says Labour and Employment Law Solicitor. Ben paid him $7,700 for both of his cases.
And I never heard from him. So I was battering with emails and phone calls and texts. Nothing. And I was getting really concerned because if you don't have information submitted, your case will fall over, which effectively what happened in the end.
Ben even recommended Brian to his friends before he was ghosted. They too say they have been left high and dry.
I think it's about 32.5 grand. Yeah, that's just with us. 5, yeah. It's a lot of money. And now I feel morally obligated to do something about it because I introduced this bloke to my friends.
Yeah, actually I borrowed from my wife actually. I didn't have that much money at that time, so end up with losing nearly 8 grand as a round-up figure. And the mental stress I got, it's priceless. It's not only losing my money, it's losing my case.
Sean was having an issue with a cleaning company he worked for when he claims he too was persuaded by Brian.
Yeah, because he convinced me, Sean, you got a really good case, but a part of that, you can go to a human rights commission and I'm going to help you for sure.
Were you under the impression that Brian was a lawyer?
Yes.
But Brian's smooth talking soon turned into radio silence.
I tried to call him multiple times, 100 messages, emails, no response. End of the day, he blocked me.
Because he said I had a great case for a discrimination. And that's where the $7,700 came in, and then nothing on that case was done at all. And then he went MIA.
Tanya lives near Wagga Wagga in New South Wales. She's also out of pocket thanks to Brian.
Were you under the impression that he was a lawyer?
Yes, an employment law solicitor. I was under the impression.
Did he ever give you legal advice?
He probably did, I guess. That's why we thought we had a good discrimination case.
Separately, Brian is due to face court accused of engaging in legal practice when not entitled to do so.
Brian Newman studied workplace law at Griffith Uni and is able to help you with any workplace law matter you may come across in your working life.
Correct.
Isn't that giving legal advice?
No, it's not.
Do you actually have a law degree as well?
Yes.
Can we see it?
Yeah, it's just here in my fish and chip box.
Brian's website now has a disclaimer. We are not lawyers and we do not offer legal advice or services. Tanya took him to court, racking up even more in legal fees.
It's been 3 years I've been fighting to get our money back, and $12,000 is a lot of money. We've got a family, we're not rich, you try and make ends meet. and Brian's just living the high life.
Brian didn't bother turning up to court, but the magistrate still ordered him to pay the money back, an order he's ignoring.
You convinced her to do a discrimination case, did you not?
I don't recall.
We've seen evidence of it. We've seen evidence that she's paid you that money to do the discrimination case. You didn't do it.
So we brought him the court order.
I have never been served a document to do with Tanya Tilden.
Well, here it is.
Are you a process
I'm going to give it to you.
No, you're not.
No one can get onto you, so therefore we are getting onto you.
Really?
To tell you.
Well, let me see. I've got a White Pages listed phone number. I've lived in the same address since 2021.
It was sent to a lot of his addresses. I've come to you guys. I've posted it on all the sites to try and warn people because I think he shouldn't get away with it any longer.
Lady, I'm happy to answer whatever questions I need to in a court of law, not for a media.
The Office of Fair Trading, Department of Justice, we'll call on everybody to make sure this guy doesn't do it to anybody else ever again.
Brian Newman denies any wrongdoing, but he's due to face court with a fresh case against him, the Office of Fair Trading taking action. Next, what do you get when you cross the Wiggles and Nashville Superstars? A new country album.
Wiggle up, boots on the ground, wiggle up, go round and round, wiggle up, boots on the ground, giddy up, down.
9 serves up, a night of Grand Slam entertainment.
This is going to be so good.
Big laughs.
Oh, no, not there.
Big action.
What a shot.
Novak Djokovic hosts the superstars of tennis. Phenomenal. Dylan Alcott, Andy Murray and more.
What a beautiful view ahead.
A night with Novak and friends. Next on 9 and 9 now. Then, the greatest Grand Slam, the Australian Open, starts Sunday.
Meet the Scenic Experts plus exclusive savings and bonus suite upgrades on select 2025 and 2026 departures. One day only. Reserve your free tickets today to win. Newcastle Holiday and Cruise Expo, Sunday, January 19, 10 till 3 at NEX Newcastle.
You never go cold on me. You are the sunshine to my beach. Like the corn and the ice cream, we're better together. Girl, you so bold, it's usual. You never go cold. You never go. You never go. You never go on me. You are the sunshine to my beach. Like the corn and the
Holiday in every way with Royal Caribbean.
There's nothing dirty about saving money with super deals like Bendix Ultra Premium Brake Pads 30% off and save 25% off Ryco cabin filters. Clean up at our Get Your Hands Dirty super sale on now. Make it super. Super cheap auto.
Honestly, Albie, HelloFresh has made planning feeding time as easy for us humans as it is for you guys. Look, you know I love you, Jarvis, but there's just no way you'd be able to get dinner on the table in under 20 minutes like this. Planning even just a few dinners a week with HelloFresh can help in a lot of little ways. Less stress, more variety, no one getting prickly about dinner. No offence. Beautiful. Where's mine? HelloFresh, hello dinner.
Asked you for a visit anytime.
Now? Hello.
Good thing you guys rolled by.
Even better, your car and home insurance is sorted.
It's a good thing you're with Budget Direct.
Insurance solved with Budget Direct.
Oh!
Get 2 designer pairs, no gap, with selected health funds.
We have the same. I mean, tickets are just so like... Must have gone to Specsavers.
The Nick Scali January sale is on now with everything reduced across the entire range. Up to 50% off everything during the January sale. On now at Nick Scali.
For student devices, see the experts at Harvey Norman. Great value on Motorola G75 with buds under 500. JBL True Wireless headphones only 128. Save $350 on this Garmin smartwatch now under 400. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
The 10 Tenors are back and ready to celebrate 30 years of rock, pop and classical hits. Come along for an unforgettable evening. Civic Theatre, June 8th. Tickets at civictheatrenewcastle.com.au.
Harvey Norman clearance on now with hot offers on all the big brands. Save on TVs and audio, washers and dryers, fridges and cooking, vacuums, coffee machines and more. Hurry, don't miss the deals. Best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Meet the scenic experts plus exclusive savings and bonus suite upgrades on select 2025 and 20...
musical export, and they're tackling a genre they've never done before. The Wiggles teaming up with some of Nashville's biggest names. Giddy Up.
I never wanted to push any of the children into this brilliant life, but I will say if they had turned into doctors and lawyers, I felt I would have failed them because we need creative people out there.
There's something very special about sitting in the recording studio at Wiggles HQ with father and daughter and Blue Wiggles, Anthony and Lucia Field.
I never thought that I'd be a Wiggle, but I've always been involved with the Wiggles. I think I was literally 2 months old in my first video. I was baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was very nervous about it, but it's come so naturally.
Everything is beautiful. You'd be hard-pressed to find a topic the Wiggles don't have a song about.
Tonight, on midnight,
or a genre they haven't delved into. But giddy up, because the group's going country.
Wiggle up, boots on the ground, wiggle up, go round and round.
Wiggle Up, Giddy Up, the single with US country star Dasha, launches tomorrow.
She came in, me and Sahai were in here singing with her, and then we were talking about different ideas about the song. We recorded it, filmed it same day. She actually came up with one of the moves. It's called Swinging Doors.
Swinging doors, swinging doors.
Along with Dasha, and I have to read the names out because there's so many. Dolly Parton, Lainey Wilson, Morgan Evans, Troy Cassar-Daley, and there are so many others. What is it like to team up with a legend like Dolly Parton?
It was incredible to hear Dolly sing on a demonstration track, send 3 or 4 of them over to us. Yeah. We then recorded our music with Dolly's voice, then we put our voices on it, then we sent it back to Dolly, and when she said she loved it, we jumped around hugging each other. Hopefully one day we'll all be playing at Dollywood.
Fingers crossed.
I overheard you say that you've never spent this much time and dedication to an album, and you've had something like 62 studio albums, not to mention everything else that you've done. Why did this particular album require that extra love? We
always try our #1 best to make these albums incredible, but when you performed with Dolly Parton, we stressed over that more
the pressure
than ever.
is on.
Lockie wrote a song for Lainey Wilson.
Oh my goodness.
And
it was his life for I don't know how many months.
He was biting his nails and went back to Lainey, and we didn't hear from her for 2 months.
Yeah.
And Lockie's going into depression. We're going, Lockie, it's okay, mate. It's a great song anyway. But then when it came back,
he was
so
excited.
In heaven.
Oh my gosh, he almost cried.
Hot potato, hot potato.
Sometimes it's the simplest things that make the biggest hits. And don't the Wiggles know it?
Potato, potato.
We did a song with Troy Cassar-Daley about standing in line. It's called Standing in Line. It's about standing in line at the footy
game
and waiting to get your meat pie
and your
ginger beer. And Troy loves the Rabbitohs and I love the Tigers. So we're going to film it actually at a Rabbitohs-Tigers game and get the standing in line.
The Wiggles formed in 1991 when 4 good mates decided to make a children's album. And although the skivvies may have some extra bling to them now, the focus has never changed. Children are their inspiration, education their goal, music and movement is their way.
You're now bringing country to a whole new audience, small children. How do you think they'll respond to a country music album?
What we've always done is try to marry actions of the song, whatever it is, hot potato, that was my own music. But hot potato, or, Wiggle Up, Swinging Doors, and the child does that, then they own that music.
Come on!
Woo! That is one catchy tune, and the first single of the new album, Wiggle Up, Giddy Up, is out tomorrow, with the rest of the album available March 7th. Coming up, the town at breaking point over youth crime.
Someone's going to get hurt or worse, killed.
and the cycle's just going to continue.
Amart's flash sale is on now. For a limited time only, save 20 to 50% off all lounges, sofas and recliners, with over 2,000 styles and designs to choose from. Hurry, offer ends Sunday. Shop in-store or online today at Amart.
For student devices, see the experts at Harvey Norman. Laptop prices start from just $348. Save $530 on the latest Acer Swift Go Copilot PC. Or save $350 on the versatile and powerful HP Envy X360. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
At Coles, save this week with half price on selected vitamins, diet and sports nutrition. Nature's Way Kids Smart Vita Gummies Multivitamin Plus, 120 pack, just $15. Summer's here with great value, hands down, at Coles.
It's days like these, rediscovering a new freedom, living in a luxury home, in a luxury world-class resort. This is my time at Palm Lake Resort.
In 2023, 340 lives were lost on our roads. What would be a more acceptable number?
Acceptable? 70 maybe?
Actually, this is what 70 people looks like.
It's my family.
So now what do you think would be a more acceptable number?
0.
Too many lives lost on New South Wales roads. Put safety first.
Australia's biggest back-to-school shoe sale is on now at Williams. Get 25% off school shoes by big brands Colorado, Lynx, Clarks and Rock. Plus a free gift with every school shoe purchase. All backed by our famous price match and perfect fit guarantees. Walk this way into Williams today.
For life's little moments, there is no substitute.
It's days like these, rediscovering a new freedom, living in a luxury home, in a luxury world-class resort. This is my time at Palm Lake Resort.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Get up to 25% off our wide range of family-friendly carpet, up to 25% off hybrid and natural timber flooring, and up to a massive 50% off rugs. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
True quality doesn't blend in. It stands out. Built to be bold, built for adventure. Don't just follow the path, define it. Stand out. Crusader.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Save on UE Epic Boom portable speaker, now under $400. 5-year warranty on this Euromade oven, now under $500. Save over $400 on the Shark Stratos pet stick vacuum. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Well, girls and boys, it's been another very exciting day for our friend Big Dog. Lots of adventure and fun for everyone. But now it's time for Big Dog to say goodnight. Good night, Big Dog. Good night, girls and boys. Sweet dreams.
Tomorrow night, youth crime epidemic.
Hey you, Crim's running riot.
Up in flames because they don't care.
Families robbed.
Stop this from happening.
Living in fear.
It's maddening, it's disgusting.
And calling for backup.
Someone's going to get hurt or worse, killed.
That is tomorrow, and that's our program for this evening. I'm Layla McKinnon. Have a great night.
Here we are, the 2025 Australian Open. Before we launch into the action, there's only one guy I gotta talk about. Novak Djokovic. I know his game inside out. On court, we've gone head to head. Won and lost, haven't always seen eye to eye. But now, yeah, it's a full-blown bromance. Has he won 24 Grand Slams?
He's a perfect 10. Champion of Australia for a 10th time.
He's been world number 1 for 428 weeks. The thing about Novak, it's not only his elite skill, it's the heart, the mentality, the fact that he's next level when pushed to the edge.
That was simply extraordinary.
No limits with Novak.
Djokovic, brilliant.
Still fighting at 37.
He has fired up Melbourne.
Absolute madness.
One of the finest players that ever picked up a tennis racket.
And the story is not finished yet. Not finished yet. Not finished yet. I know he's gunning for another. So get ready. You're about to witness greatness step on the court. Not just greatness, but the greatest.
Well, here we go again. The Australian Summer of Tennis is in full swing, but very soon, all eyes in the tennis world will be solely focused right here on Melbourne. The Australian Open of 2025 is now less than 3 days. And there's the man of the moment, the 10-time Australian Open champion Novak Djokovic, who in just moments will be kickstarting his campaign with a little bit of fun. Welcome wherever you're watching around Australia and the world, and of course to the 15,000 people here tonight. Great to have you with us. What a fantastic way to whet the appetite for 15 days of action here at Melbourne Park. I'm James Bracey, and what a treat it is to be here with you tonight. Very soon, the man himself, Novak Djokovic, will be out here to entertain you with both his racket and, of course, a microphone and a long list of superstar friends as well. And doing it for a very good cause. The Australian Tennis Foundation, the mission, inspiring brighter futures for disadvantaged children and kids through tennis. And you can do your bit at home by scanning the QR code, or of course if you're here tonight as well on screen and donating to what is a worthwhile cause. We'll have more on that throughout the night, but you can see Novak there with his coach, Andy Murray. Yes, his coach these days, quite the story to be told, and we'll be catching up with both of them a little later on tonight. There's a bit to chat about with Novak in the lead up as he goes for his 11th and his 25th Grand Slam title in all. Now, there's a real golden theme about this night tonight as we stand here on the Thursday before the Sunday start for the Australian Open of 2025. Every player you'll be seeing out here on Rod Laver Arena tonight has either won an Olympic or a Paralympic gold medal. Of course, Novak most recently at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. 5-time finalist. And what a player he is. Alexander Zverev is the player he'll be up against tonight. They will be playing a full, hard-fought set this evening of tennis. He, of course, picked up a Tokyo gold, and what a gold that was for him, the 23-time winner in the singles tour. But Novak is, of course, the one we're focusing heavily on tonight. In moments, he'll take to the court. Right now, though, let's see some of those career highlights from the man himself.
Hey. Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Novak Djokovic. A maiden Grand Slam crown.
Sensational from Sasha. Great hustle from Zverev to stay in the point. Well, what a way to win the second set. Great pass from Zverev here. Zverev makes his second semi-final here in Australia. Pure emotion from the big German.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alexander Zverev. Great to see you, Alexander. Always a treat here at Melbourne Park. Mate, congratulations, world number 2, leading into the first slam of the year.
Yeah, it's been an okay year for me, but I'm looking forward to being back on this beautiful court. Wow, amazing. I don't think I've ever seen this crowd before on the Thursday before tournament starts, so I'm very excited about tonight.
Yeah, nice way to have a practice hit out. One more before we let you head to the bench. Your form at the United Cup, you liked what you saw, 2 from 2?
Yeah, and then unfortunately I had to retire in my third match, but I thought I played well the two matches that I did, but of course it's very different. We're at a Grand Slam here, we're in Melbourne, and everybody's going to be at their best, and hopefully I can show that as well.
All right, you put the big dog to the test tonight, mate. We'll see you out there shortly.
Yeah, hope so.
Alexander Zverev, ladies and gentlemen. And his opponent tonight, standing in the shadows, he is ready to go. A 24-time Grand Slam champion, 10 of which right here on this court. Is there more in the tank? Well, he certainly hopes so.
He is the best player on the planet. The all-time best down under. One of the finest players who have ever picked up a tennis racket, producing one of the finest points of the tournament. He is not just the heir to greatness, he is greatness.
Here he is, folks, Novak Djokovic. Here we go again, Novak. Great to see you back. You've got quite the legion of mates here, mate.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out and filling up this wonderful stadium, even before the tournament started. And we're in for a great night for sure.
Just rattling off then, obviously, your achievements to now. How are we feeling heading into a fresh new year?
Well, I feel inspired, honestly, walking out on the court that means so much to me, and obviously the most successful court that I've ever played on. And as I said, 3-4 days before the tournament started, it's already packed, the Rod Laver Arena. You couldn't ask for more. I mean, I'm pumped for tonight and, of course, for the tournament. And hopefully, with a new special member in my team, we can make something special happen tonight, this year.
We'll be having some fun. Sasha, this is one full, hard-fought set. You won't be holding back, will you?
Sorry?
You won't be holding back, will you?
There's no holding back. Absolutely no. Well, I want to thank him for coming out tonight. It's very nice of him to support the great cause tonight. And, he's been a great friend, of course, great rival. But I consider him friend first before the rival, and I can't wait to smack his first serves, make winners of my return tonight.
We'll let you go do that, mate. Thanks, Novak.
Thank you.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Novak Djokovic here in Australia, chasing that 11th Aussie Open title. Stay with us in just a moment. They go head-to-head. One full set, Novak and Alex.
The Aiden fashion
Victoria.
Go! Throw is good, and that is a tent.
Being an outdoor legend feels pretty good. That BCF and feeling is BCF and fun. Hey!
Yo, boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, 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 boom. My heart goes bang. The soul in the stereo, yo, I'm your man. Go, hey, 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 hey. No.
I'm a school principal, East Charlton Primary. We're actually trying to get our daughter in there, just a little outside the catchment area. Anything you could do?
She said, is there anything you could do?
Know the homes in the school catchment with Domain.
True quality doesn't blend in. It stands out. Built to be bold, built for adventure. Don't just follow the path, define it. Stand out, Crusader.
Today, I took my family to the Australian Reptile Park. We saw prehistoric beasts and lots of creepy crawlies. And it's only 1 hour from Sydney and Newcastle.
The Australian Reptile Park, the best family fun day out.
Experience Sri Lanka and all-inclusive Maldives from $3,299 per person, including flights. Visit Sri Lanka on a small group tour, then relax at a tropical Maldives resort. Search Tripadeal now.
McDonald Jones' huge homemade sale is on now. Hundreds of designs, all packed with unbeatable value. And starting from just $298,000. Now that's home made affordable. Start today and visit a display.
Hunter Valley Gardens Christmas Lights Spectacular is back.
1 light, 2 light, 3 light.
With more than 4 million sparkling lights, rides and entertainment.
97.98. I think this is our stop.
It's festive fun
100.
that all the family can count on.
3 million for... I forgot.
Hunter Valley Gardens Christmas Lights Spectacular.
I'll help you. 1 light, 2
For tickets, go to hvg.com.au.
At its heart, it's a family business serving everyday people, helping design and build their dream home.
Tiles for your walls, tiles for your floor, save more at Tile Warehouse.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Amazing value in the Australian-made Sleepmaker Walton Deluxe Queen mattress, only $9.99. Plus hot deal on the Venus Queen bed with USB charging and LED lighting, only $9.99. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Well, welcome back to a very special night here at Rod Laver Arena, a night with Novak. The coin toss has been held, and young Layla was diagnosed with leukaemia shortly after being selected as an AO25 ball kid. Sadly, her treatment meant that she couldn't take her place on court with the squad, but we are excited to have her with us here tonight at Rod Laver Arena as she continues her fight back to full health. The Australian Tennis Foundation, well, it aims to ensure every kid, no matter their background or their circumstances, has the opportunity to access tennis. Its programs, they deliver free tennis to kids facing adversity and offers financial support for families who need a little help so kids don't miss out on the chance to play tennis. And if you'd like to help this front of 15,000 fans here tonight, Djokovic v Zverev on the eve of the 2025 Australian Open. So settle in, folks, as we hand it over to Johnny Millman and David Coleman.
Thank you, James. Good evening, everybody. What a great night we have in store here, and what an encounter. One set between the past two Olympic gold medalists in tennis. Novak Djokovic winning that title in Paris, Sasha Zverev winning that title in Tokyo. And next to me is a man that's played in 2 Olympic tennis tournaments, John Millman. And John, we saw some great tennis last night with Carlos Alcaraz and Alex de Minaur, bragging rights. And for Zverev, little bicep problem at the United Cup. And for Novak, well, does he have one more left in him? And can he get Australian Open number 11? Extraordinary. What a night we're in for here.
Really looking forward to this one-set shootout. And does Novak have one more in him? I reckon he's got a few, and he could just kick-start that here at the Australian Open. Hasn't he made this court his own? I've said it before, if it wasn't Rod Laver Arena, it could be Novak Djokovic Arena. He is so successful here. 10 times he's won on this famous court. Wouldn't he love to make that 11 in a couple of weeks' time?
He would. There's a bit to go, and he's got the young tyros like Sinner and the defending champion, of course. Alcaraz won 2 Grand Slams last year, and a gaggle of others, including Zverev, who wants to get the natty, which Novak won. And they have met once here at the Australian Open. That was back in 2021, quarter-final. Novak won in 4 sets. That's in official tournament play, of course.
30 seconds.
And there is that missing piece of Zverev's career. He's got the Olympic gold we've talked about. He's won 23 titles. He's world number 2, but he doesn't have a Grand Slam title. He's been twice a runner-up. And well, Andy Murray, we talked, James talked about all the Olympic gold medalists. Andy Murray, of course, Wimbledon in London. What a epic games he had, and now he's in charge of Novak Djokovic. That's going to be interesting. Don't think he'll be... He'll manage Novak really well. He won't accept any rubbish. Not that there's probably that much, but he'll be setting the tone, you would think, and it's going to be fascinating to see how that plays out.
Yeah, but Andy, back in his career when he played, he gave his box a serve also, so I think he'll accept a spray if one comes.
So here we go.
Novak Djokovic,
a night with Novak, and the man is going to open proceedings.
Ready, play.
Queensland tomorrow, and checking tomorrow's temperatures as we zoom into the region. 26 for Newcastle tomorrow, 26 also at Gosford, 29 for Muswellbrook with rain.
Television's biggest show is back.
Yes! Sorry, Dad.
It all starts Monday, Jan 27 on 9.
Oh!
Get 2 designer pairs, no gap, with selected health funds.
We have the same. I mean, tickets are just so, like...
Must have gone to Specsavers.
Sophie, darling, sensitive skin like yours deserves Venus. Your skin will feel as smooth as a buttered dolphin. Check out the skin cushion with a touch of aloe for Glide. So smooth.
You Dad.
I'm a Weet-Bix kid.
been 160 years.
And the rest.
I've been one my whole life.
Me too.
I'm a Weet-Bix kid. Are you?
Whether it's time off screens, smashing fitness routines, or just spending time with your teens, Tennis Court Hire hits different.
Delicious tender chicken breast. So many ways to enjoy it this summer. On special this week with Australian fresh RSPCA approved chicken breast fillets bulk tray, now $9.50 a kilo. Save $1.50 a kilo. That's summer from the fresh food people.
It's Autobarn's sizzling summer clear out. Stock up on motor spray heavy duty degreaser, now 3 for $9.99. And members get this Castrol GTX oil half price, just $24.99. Autobarn.
Low prices.
Australia's biggest fan sale is on now at Beacon. Save big on Australia's largest range of fans, plus enjoy stock take savings across the entire store. Be quick, sale is on for a limited time.
The Nick Scali January sale is on now with everything reduced across the entire range. Up to 50% off everything during the January sale. On now at Nick Scali.
If you're on regular medication for chronic conditions like high blood pressure, cholesterol or diabetes, get your prescriptions at Chemist Warehouse and save more money every year. Look out for our price list or head online to see how much you'll save. Chemist Warehouse, discounting prescriptions every day.
The 10 Tenors are back in Australia and ready to showcase their brand new 30th anniversary show. Come and enjoy an unforgettable evening of rock, pop and classical 10 tenor hits. Celebrating 30 years of the 10 Tenors. Civic Theatre Newcastle, Sunday, June 8th. Tickets at civictheatrenewcastle.com.au.
Ah, it's finally summertime. For a limited time, build a new Mojo home and get $65,000 off. Plus the coolest free upgrades for your new home.
The Mojo Home Summer Sale, now on. T's and C's apply.
For student devices, see the experts at Harvey Norman. Great value on Motorola G75 with buds under $500. JBL True Wireless headphones only $128. Save $350 on this Garmin smartwatch now under $400. Best prices guaranteed at Harvey Norman now.
Nearly 2 weeks in the Kosciuszko National Park. A swimmer is lucky to be alive after being rescued from Newcastle's bogey hole. And Captain Pat Cummins has been left out of Australia's new look test squad to tour Sri Lanka. Good night.
Welcome to A Current Affair.
We fight for you.
Fair income.
Ali Langdon returns to A Current Affair, January 27.
Go solar with no money down and no interest with Arise Solar. Install the best-selling 6.6 kilowatt Tier 1 home system. Still discounted to an incredible $34.91 with zero deposit and no interest for 21 months.
Limited offer. Call 1-800-ARISE Solar.
Hungry Jack's Aussie and Tropical Whoppers are back for summer. Flame-grilled Aussie beef, juicy pineapple and sizzling bacon. Or go full Aussie with beetroot and freshly cracked egg. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
It's Autobarn's sizzling summer clear out. Members get 20% off supercharged Silver Plus and Gold Plus batteries. And pack in more these holidays with 20% off Yakima roof racks and accessories. Only at Autobarn.
Low prices.
This is Jules. And this is... Jules didn't think she could love the Topster any more than she already does.
How can I love you any more, T1
Until she got everyday pet insurance from Woolworths, protection for T-Boy and 10% off a Woolworths shop every month. So she saves hundreds a year on groceries. It's pet insurance
that loves you back.
Make your insurance more rewarding. Make every day count.
Your hair says a lot about you, but it doesn't need to say dandruff. Head & Shoulders is dermatologically tested for daily use to wash away dandruff and give up to 100% protection. Head & Shoulders.
At
Officeworks, we won't be beaten on back-to-school prices. Get a Casio scientific calculator for $35.50. Or a 3-pack Kedgie 20 pocket display book for $2.40. Make bigger things happen at Officeworks.
$330 for the night.
Not bad.
$250 for the night.
How?
It's easy when you know where to look.
Trivago compares hotel prices from more than 100 booking sites so you can save up to 30%. Hotel Trivago.
The BCFing summer sale is here. Hit the beach in style with a cool Cabanas beach shelter. You beauty. Sail on now.
It's BCFing summer. It's BCFing fun. Hey!
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Lucky you're with Amy.
I'm John Keneally and I manage an organic egg farm. The Ferris is great. The independent suspension gives an even cut and a smooth ride to get the job done fast. Same goes for me at home to keep my place up to scratch. I'd recommend a Ferris to anyone.
Yo, boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, 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 boom. My heart goes bang. The soul in the stereo, yo, I'm your man. Go, hey, 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 hey. No.
The Nick Scully January sale is on now with everything reduced across the entire range. Up to 50% off everything during the January sale. On now at Nick Scully.
The out-the-door sale is on now at Doors Plus. Save up to 50% off across the range. Plus, we can fit, paint, stain and deliver. Visit a showroom for a free measure and quote. Up to 50% off till this weekend only. Doors Plus. No fuss.
I would describe the modern man as a wet fish.
I think about it all the time. I just wanna be.
Woo! Let's get married.
The way he looked at me.
Wow.
Wow. I feel like a fraud.
I'm so sorry.
He's way better than anyone else I've dated. It's off to a great start.
This goes out to the class of 2025. Beating the bell. Raising hell! Out of the box. Out of the blocks. Run to fit in. Or run to stand out. Hitting the track. The heroes are back. The athlete's foot. Fit for every run.
That's not a smudge. That's a smudge of honour. A smudge that says I don't need to pay someone else to service my car. I can do it myself and save heaps. At Super Cheap Autos, get your hands dirty super sale. Nothing dirty about saving money. Make it super.
Asked you for a visit anytime.
Now.
Hello?
Good thing you guys rolled by.
Even better, your car and home insurance is sorted.
It's a good thing you're with Budget Direct.
Insurance solved with Budget Direct.
It's back. AGL's NBN Saver. Fast speed, big savings with home fast internet. Just $69 a month for the first 6 months when you bring your own modem and have AGL Energy. Switch to AGL Internet today and join the change.
Hey, Dad.
I'm a Weet-Bix kid.
He's one.
Been 160 years.
And the rest.
I've been one my whole life.
Me too.
I'm a Weet-Bix kid. Are you?
This January, Paddington's back.
We have a slight emergency.
What are you, Bear? Paddington in Peru. In cinemas now.
Could I do the Lucky Deluxe Ultra Wash, please?
Add some thrill to your wait with the thrill of a $40 million jackpot every 3 minutes. Keno Go. Download the app now.
Fresh hand-picked Australian stone fruit, the perfect touch of summer sweetness. With great fresh specials, like Australian yellow or white nectarines, just $3.50 a kilo. That's the taste of an Aussie summer from the fresh food people.
Pots Removals specialise in door-to-door service from anywhere in New South Wales all the way to WA. We'll move all of your fragile and precious items right to your door. Call Pots Removals and Storage today or go to potsgroup.com.au.
The Plush summer sale is on now with up to 50% off a huge range of leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 50% off at the Plush summer sale. On now. 44 showrooms Australia-wide.
Think Sofas, think Plush.
Sri Lanka later this month, and the Wallabies in Sydney for a 3-day camp to kick off 2025. Good night.
In 2025, Tipping Point returns with electrifying all-new episodes on 9.
Amart's flash sale is on now. For a limited time only, save 20 to 50% off all lounges, sofas and recliners. With over 2,000 styles and designs to choose from. Hurry, offer ends Sunday. Shop in-store or online today at Amart.
See that?
I'm a Weet-Bix kid.
He's one.
Been 160 years.
And the rest.
The ache. Try revive.
Or go full Aussie with beetroot and freshly cracked egg. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
Government rebates for solar systems were recently cut back. If you missed out, here's one more chance at last year's prices with a rebate recharge from Sunboost, Australia's largest solar retailer.
Solar rebates may have fallen, but Sunboost is holding prices back for a limited time. Call today and Sunboost will recharge your solar rebate to last year's maximum benefit on the top-selling 6.6 kilowatt premium system, held to an incredible $32.91. Rebate recharge ends Jan 31. Call 1300 Sunboost.
Australia's biggest fan sale is on now at Beacon. Save big on Australia's largest range of fans, plus enjoy stock take savings across the entire store. Be quick, sale is on for a limited time.
This January, Paddington's back.
We have a slight emergency.
What are you, Bear? Paddington in Peru. In cinemas now.
The Plush summer sale is on now with up to 50% off a huge range of leather and fabric sofas. Save up to 50% off at the Plush summer sale. On now. 44 showrooms Australia-wide.
Think Sofas, think Plush.
Right now I'm focusing on my gratitude, because our UE car insurance covers me for accidental damage, like this.
Comprehensive car insurance that's a bit more U-shaped. UE, you insured.